very, very Eli-centric.
That's. I mean, he's been there for most of it, so let's see if Kiki works. I doubt it though. Usually we use
Oh, no, I straight up just ignored
Did
everybody
Roach
else's
answer?
stories.
Because I was getting
Which
jammed
question?
up on my microwave.
No,
Oh,
what's your character name?
Declan.
Oh,
Okay, Declan. That's a great name. That fits right into the
Go
noir
ahead.
theme of what we're going with.
Go ahead with your recap here.
Okay, well, this is the prologue. This is going to be no real useful information, but it's going to be beautiful. It was 7:30, and I was halfway through my whiskey when I got a call from a woman named Isabella Martinez. She was putting on hysterics. That'd make screaming hyenas proud. Could barely tell what she was saying. I knew one thing. Sounded like I had a job. And the sound of cred sticks slapping on my desk is music to my ears. After all, I'm not an opera critic. I'm a private eye. Name is Eli Dumas. I'm ex-ACPD. Couldn't get away from it, though. Now I'm Eli Dumas, professional snoop. At least that's what it says on my office door. Pretty small office in a rough part of town. Turns out being a private detective doesn't pay well, so I took any job I can get. Job can get rough though, so I keep two pieces in my desk. One's an old friend and the other's a bottle of whiskey. The first I keep loaded, the second keeps me loaded. He stumbled in, clutching an old photo like it was her real child. She was wearing a shabby coat with tears frozen on her face. I already knew from the story she told there was about as much hope as I had of winning the lottery. Her daughter, Carmen Martinez, a certain young lady, sounded like she got the wrong people. That's not too hard in this city. Angel City, it's called. Don't know why. Only sinners down here. Miss Martinez said her daughter was gone and the cops wouldn't do nothing to find her. Typical. Missing prostitutes not high on the list of priorities. She also mentioned 3 more girls had gone missing. Ashley Holt, Vivian Uzbats, and Haley Jones. Sounded like a whole lot of work for very few creds. I took the job anyway. Old habits die hard. I've had a weakness for sob stories. My buddy Grover always said it would get me in trouble. Speaking of old Grover, I gave him a call. Grover was saying that Carmen worked at a sleazy nightclub named Temptations. The name was a little on the nose for my taste, but then again, I was never one for strip clubs. Always smelled of desperation, debauchery, and broken dreams. If I wanted that, I'd go home. Grover was always also saying that she used to work at Redacted. Oh. I didn't know that one at the time when I wrote this. Him and the boys downtown thought it might be Anatov Iwagawa Inc. They're one of those fancy nightlife media companies with big offices and expensive suits. This I thought I might pay them a visit. Oh, fuck, I miswrote that one. The neon lights of the city lit up the night. This place never seemed to sleep. I took shelter from the rain under the overpass. Across the street there it was, Anatov Iwagawa headquarters. Tall and sleek, the kind of place that smelled like nothing but a faint whiff of strong cleaning chemicals. The doorman gave me a dirty look as I walked in. Don't think I fit the dress code. Secretary gave me a look of pure boredom. Can't say I blame him. I asked about Carmen, but he was playing hardball. I'm pretty persistent though, and after becoming more of a nuisance than I was worth, he told me to go see Dr. Lila Astrowski on floor 47. This place was clean, too clean. Even the elevator music sounded clean. Made me wonder, what are they trying to wash away? The door opened to a fancy medical lab, lots of shiny equipment and shinier floors. I whistled appreciatively. The ACPD lab never had the cred for stuff this nice. As I whistled, I saw someone move in the corner of my eye. I looked over to see her. She was wearing a lab coat over a pencil skirt and some fashionable knee-highs. She had striking purple hair, the kind you only get with money. Not the girls I usually meet. The lines of her silhouette were sharp. She stood with both elegance and the type of confidence you get from a hard-edged life. As I looked at those purple eyes, I knew she was the kind of dame whose looks could kill. She had hard features with a history etched into every line. Her lips were drawn to a thin... I use the word line way too much here, Jesus. Her lips were drawn to a thin line. Even then, they looked soft and enticing. I had an urge to hold her in my arms and kiss them, but I could tell her looks might be the least dangerous part of her. There she stood in this sterile lab, an enigma of a woman, and a force he reckoned with. That was Trauma's character, by the way. She said she couldn't dock here.
Descriptions make me blush.
The rain was coming down in sheets outside, a perfect background for the gloom that clouded my thoughts. Carmen's involvement with the corp like Anatov Iwagawa only added another layer to the puzzle. But this city always had a way of weaving a tangled web of vice and betrayal, and this case was turned to be no exception. And that's the end of the prologue.
Amazing.
That wasn't even a session. Session 1. Where are we doing session 1?
Go back.
So basically, Eli calls his buddy Grover for information on the 3 girls, and he heads over to the girls' nightclub she's at. At the nightclub, wait, no, we already covered that one. Hold on, back up. We did that. Oh yeah, no. At the nightclub, he found out there was a when he was there, asking around questions. There had been a firefight the day before, and it left a couple people dead. One of them was a dead security team. And so what happened here? Hold on. Eli then went to find the security room and found a security computer and hacked into it. He put on a light show using the terminal and waited for one of the guys to come check the terminal. Took the first guy out by whacking him over the head with a baton. The second guy came looking for the first, hit him the same way, but he wouldn't go down so easy. The noise of the warehouse covered his struggle. I dodged his knife, punched him in the gut. So this is me mixing my notes.
Yeah.
Once the guard distracted, basically he beat up some guys. Found out there was the dead security member they had in the back of the club. He gets a call from Anatov Iwagawa, and they say to come in for an interview because he applied for a job earlier. He has an interview, and they hire him. He runs into Lila again, and he's on call all night. They get a call from the off-books response. There's a hacker who's been located, and they go to extract the hacker. And that was February 7th, 2385. And then they go to there's a big apartment raid in the session where Eli and John and Dr. Lila are all with Anatov Iwagawa team attacking a large apartment building. They take some people and check out the main yard. They go in, big firefight starts. They're shooting through walls, people getting shot, all bad stuff. And as they fight through, they get to the top floor where there is a big fight again. There's a bunch of weapons in an apartment building. And they find the hacker lying in a bathtub full of ice. She had a chip, or someone grabbed a chip, was holding a chip near her, and then that person escaped through a small tunnel. And then, hold on, this is a great line. Eli walked up to somebody. He said, "I walked up and popping a shell out of the shotgun, I put the barrel to his face. He turned around and was greeted with a pants-shitting sight. This city can be dangerous," I said. "You should have stayed home." With a crack, I blew him away. And then they basically we chased the guy for a little while onto the roof. John did, and then the girl, as she was running across the roof towards a helicopter, got shot and died there. But she fell into the helicopter on the way out, so the chip we were looking for got taken away.
NP got cross with Inaz there a little.
Yep. Yeah, he did. He did get crossed in there a little bit. And then so that happened. Then we all went back to the Iwagawa base. Session 3 happened. We went to the shithole lands, or the irradiated shithole lands. We went down. I missed part of this one, I think. So something about killing a ravenous beast. John violently assaulted a poor little puppy. And now it's crippling pain for the rest of his life. I don't remember that part, but it's in the notes, so it's got to be real.
Hold on.
I think I made something up there. When John was here, Kane was here. Not Kane, sorry. Astir was here, and I ended up making that up to piss him off. So yeah, they found this hideout for the Children of the Recusants, which are like a vanguard group. Yeah. And some stuff happened. I actually don't know what happened in that session very much. Basically, they found out the base where they had gone to with the chip. Then they did more of that, and they talked to the Wasteland people and hung out with them for a little while. Again, I missed most of this. We did go into the... Oh, yes. Eli and NP, after all this, we came back to Iwagawa's base, and Iwagawa was like, "You guys are going to go in, guns blazing, and you're going to get that chip back, and you're going to kill whoever gets in your way, pretty much." So Eli felt this affected his conscience a bit, so he was he wanted to go in there quietly and get the chip out first, so no one got hurt. And so NP and Eli called NP's old friend Nick Palmer, and he flied them out there and provided radiation suits for them. And in the wasteland sepia tones, the only vibrant colors are the sickly hues of radiated decay, a palette of painted by the fallout of forgotten sins, was how NP described the place at the time. They went into the Vanguard base. They got purged of all the radiation. And then they met with the leading lady. She was a very harsh woman. Not harsh as in bad, just harsh as in hard. And she helped us. She basically like agreed with us to help us out, and she hooked us up with a beautiful Russian man named Dmitri, who kitted us out with some crazy ass shit, including a 20th century cloaking device for Eli. And then in session 5, we went into the Vanguard base. Eli went to the Vanguard base being covered by NP, and he snuck in trying to go get the chip. He went in there. There's basically a fucking crazy cultist dude running the whole place, and he was basically rallying the troops for some big, cult things. And so he gets in there and he tries to find where the chip is. At the same time, Iwagawa starts coming in on their fucking in their dropships, and a big firefight ensues between the cultists and Iwagawa guys, which is Tara and John. They're with them. Or sorry, not Tara. Lila and John are with them. Eli tries to get the chip out. Oh, and Eli is also with a Russian lady, because Eastern Europe is very prevalent in the city. And he tried to get with a Russian lady, and they get caught up in the firefight, and they end up fighting Lila and John and the other Iwagawa guys for a little bit. NP may or may not have shot John. Eli does try to call Lila at some point and help her out, and tell her basically what's going on, but she has to hang up because her call's being tapped, and there's some crazy shit with Lila's mother, which she'll get into herself. Basically, they get a huge firefight. We escape because NP and Eli escape using Nick Palmer to come pick them up and get out of there.
Nick Palmer.
Yeah, we got out of there, right?
Yep.
Yes.
When did we go underground?
Sometime after.
Okay, anyway, we escape, go back to base, and then we all end up going to John's apartment. Oh yeah, we get picked up. We got picked up somewhere in the desert by... Who was that? Some dude who gives us some shady information, and he has like tunnels underneath the wasteland. Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, oh man, I thought he was awesome.
I know, but he was shady, and then we get...
So
and then he lets us go.
You guys got into a dogfight with Ares when they showed up.
Yeah.
And so, what's his name?
I don't
What's
have
your,
that.
what's your friend's name? Your pilot friend?
Nick Palmer.
Nick Palmer.
Nicky boy,
Palmer
Nick.
gets into a fight. Gallows on the guns, and they're doing a dogfight, and they end up going to orbit to lose them and shooting them all down. The other guys, their AV gets shot down, and they go through like a whole sequence.
That's it.
Yeah.
Their AV gets shot down. That's what happened.
And they get
Yeah,
picked
they got
up.
for a world at war.
Yeah. But basically, Lila and John are now like persona non grata with Iwagawa, because Iwagawa told Lila basically before she left, like, you better get this back or you're fucked. So they end up meeting up with Eli and NP, and we all go to John's apartment, where we hide out. There's a section where I'm not here. And then we're in John's apartment,
Shopping
and
session.
we are discussing ads and having steaks for breakfast. That's what I got for notes for that one. And then we go to a man named Corvin about getting a car. Corvin was all skittish and sketchy, and he says if we go to this other place, he's got a car coming in from another shop, and if he goes there, we can have that car. So we go to that site and we take up positions all around the alley because it's all very sketchy, and then NP takes up positions on a roof, and he helps a nice lady up with her groceries. And she tries very strongly to invite him inside, which is super weird. But he refuses, of course, because he's got a job to do. So he goes up onto the roof, and then may or may not get spotted by a police drone. But we'll talk about it later. And so basically, everyone else sneaks up onto the roof of the car shop, and they try to sneak in, and they end up getting caught, and a firefight starts. John starts murdering everybody, and his plan basically was he's gonna act like he's gone. What's it, Chrome mad?
Cyber Psycho.
Cyber Psycho, that's the one. He's gonna pretend he went Cyber Psycho so we could all get off scot-free. Eli runs. No, NP runs into a cop on the roof, and so books it. And then Eli and Lila also run, and that's where we ended off at the end of that firefight.
All right. So, little catch up on that. So Corbin told you guys that this car was you need to steal it for him. It's not his car. He said, "Steal this car, bring it back to me, and I will get you a different set of wheels." I need
Oh,
this
okay.
car.
Okay.
It's like it's a rival gangs. So I need you. It's like it's their boss's car.
That's why we
Um,
knew to be ready for gunfights.
Yeah,
And why it was
I
sketchy.
need you to steal it and bring it back to me. It was sketchy because you went in there and there was nobody in the shop. It was quiet.
I
There was
take
no
that
cars
now.
in there. And Eli was like, "Hey, dude, where's everybody at?" And he's like, "I gave him the day off." So, and then he says, "Bring me this car." John told him, if we get hurt, if me or any of my friends get hurt, I'm gonna skin your face alive, or skin your face and wear it while I kill you." And then,
I do have that in my notes.
Fantastic.
you guys go over here. Like you said, you did a lot of scouting. So for reference, for now that you can see this, Declan as well. The numbers on these buildings are just the stories. That's how tall they are. So, like this is an 8-foot apartment building in the back. These are two like more apartment buildings, and you've got all these fucking different things.
Which son of a bitch took purple?
Me.
You motherfucker!
Lila's purple, I thought.
Purple Joe.
And Tara's red.
You're orange. No.
Oh, right, fair enough. Was I orange? What was I? I forget. what
I have
was.
no idea. I think this is where you were.
All right, so this is an alley. This is the main street on either side of this alley. So yes, Lila, you guys had a couple different plans. You guys actually, if you remember, you snuck into this three-story building is the garage where the car is. Actually, the car's not here yet, but this is the address they gave you. So, the car was not here. However, and you're waiting for it. I sent you a picture of the car.
Oh, can you
Yeah,
be
it
first?
looks like the cyberpunk Mustang, basically.
But yellow, right?
Yeah,
get a van instead.
Yellow.
A fan.
I mean, this isn't even our car. We gotta fucking get this car. This car ain't even here.
I
dude.
want a
You know,
minivan.
the op is already tits up, and the objective isn't even here.
So this is the garage. They're having a party inside, if you guys remember. There's a party downstairs. You guys snuck in off of the second-story building. You snuck into the second story, into a young boy's room, like a teenager. John killed him.
Yep.
He was just
You did.
he was just like chilling in his bed, and then John like killed him.
Monster
You guys
ate
hit his
ass.
body. There's blood everywhere. You were sneaking around the upstairs a little bit.
Oh, and Lila almost
Um,
got sexually assaulted by a large man.
Yeah. You also found a little girl that you guys did not kill.
He sounded too
Thank
enthusiastic about that.
thank goodness.
I
you
wasn't
didn't-
that's I was more just remembering. I was like, what the fuck?
There was a younger girl you guys that John decided not to murder, so that was great. Y'all went upstairs and
Nice.
Lila knocked somebody out on the couch so that they're sleeping, or looks like they're sleeping. You guys did a bunch. You guys eventually go downstairs. So you guys decided to go through the main alley and pretend to get in. They wouldn't let Eli in or John instead, but they took Lila in because she's a woman. They brought Lila into the party. Lila was trying to flirt with some guys. It was working. She took one guy upstairs under the pretense of fucking his brains out and then knocked him out. And then
I
Eli was
guess
waiting
it'd
up
fuck
there.
his brains up one way or another.
And then goes back downstairs. She tries it again, but she does get she throws the bait. There's a big fish on the hook. The big fish though forcibly takes Lila outside to this car back here. He's very quiet. This guy over here. He sits there with Lila and starts asking her if she has any kids or if she has a family and stuff. And she answers, and he's very quiet. And then he pulls out a knife and he goes to stab her. And he just tries to tell her to be quiet. And he's trying to kill her. You guys obviously were waiting, interrupted. NP took a shot, and John stabbed him through. He jumped down from this building and landed on the car with his sword, stabbed him through the roof. The guy was still going at Lila. The sword was through his chest. He's dripping blood. Then MP landed a large caliber round through his skull, which exploded all over the car. Lila is covered in blood, crawls out of the car, and screams hysterically. Not because she needs to, but because she's put on an act for these guys over here. Although she's probably a little bit traumatized. And then they act like John is the one that went Cyber Psycho. And that's where we are at. They were in combat. Lila went upstairs there was a nice guy up there that had been pretty chill. She convinced him to leave before the cops got here. Eli is hiding out behind this corner, taking pot shots at people. While NP was on the roof, the cop comes up. He recognizes the cop is the same woman that wanted help with the groceries. Yes, honey.
This is what
Stop.
you get for
You
being
violated
nice.
the lie.
You know?
I remember the way she like gave it because it's just pretty cartoony. Fucking door, like you're out here sniping. It's just fucking door opens.
And she's like, "Bring your hands up! Turn around and put your hands up! Put the gun down!" And I'm
Roof
like, "Lady,"
violators.
I was like, "Ma'am, this is not necessary. I'm one of the good guys." And she's like, "Do you have a permit for that?" And I'm like, "Ah."
Maybe not.
I forgot how wild things were. Maybe. I mean, I remember things being pretty bad, but now our boy in here and well,
I remember I got special ammo from what's his face.
yeah, you got
I got flathead bullets, 20 of them, I think, and I also got armor piercing bullets.
yeah. We decided to take the fucking non-lethal
Funny.
route, and yet we still kill everybody.
Hey, I used those non-lethal rounds. Remember, I used them on. I shot one
Yeah.
of the guys who was trying to catch you.
You tried, and then you're like, "This isn't working." And then, you
But then they were.
swapped rounds.
Well, no, it's the Imagawa guys because they were actually they were actually killing you guys, and so I was like, okay, these guys have to die and get out of the way.
That's fair.
So sometimes Vanaz leaks in, and I gotta stop letting that happen. I'm so used to Vanaz just to all our enemies being just so morally bankrupt.
Yes. of
These
course.
people are mostly just regular people.
Yes. Yes. I feel terrible for that one guy who was just like, "Oh, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go
I shot his
check."
throat out.
No. The one guy that was like, that John killed. That fucking.
Oh, that kid. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, "Here, I'm gonna go check Facebook
Yeah.
on my
Well,
bed,"
yeah.
and then fucking stab. No. Our non-lethal counter.
Stabby. I
Of course,
said,
we were gonna kill that fat asshole in the car, though. That was happening.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. High fives all around. Fuck that guy.
that guy sucked.
All right.
He wasn't even like sexually assaulting you. He was just murdering you.
Yeah,
Yes,
in a
honey.
really grotesque way. That was not. You know, sexual assault's one thing, kids, but murder. That's a whole
My
other thing.
bad.
Oh my god,
Where
what kind
was
of message?
So,
What kind of message is that?
what are you talking about? You talking about the guy that tried to kill Lila?
Yeah, we were like, out of all the people we've killed, he'd probably deserve the most because he wasn't even trying to like just sexually assault her. He was like straight up just murdering her for no reason.
Yeah, that was his fetish. What do you mean?
So we were agreeing that sexual assault, that's one thing, right? But murder.
Murders.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Jesus. How
Yeah.
could you?
So MP's on the roof. The cop comes up behind him. He's like,
No,
"Oh,
I'm
it's-"
I'm not in the roof. Remember, I'm running outside.
Yeah, you were on the roof. She comes
Thank
up
you.
behind you, and you were like,
I ran as
"Oh,
fast
it's
as
the
possible.
same girl," and she called you a rooftop violator. And
Yeah, she's like, "Do you have a permit to be on the roof?" That was it wasn't even for the gun. It was for being on the roof.
Yep. And she warned. She said she warned you with the drone, and she knew that you were up here, and she was, she caught you. NP then jumps off of the roof.
Oh no, I
Um,
pocket sanded her first. Remember?
You what? Yeah, pocket sand, and then jumps off of the roof 8 stories down. However, he's NP, so he digs his arm into the side of the building and swings himself into a window. He then begins to run down the staircase. She jumps over the center. It's like one of those staircases that's like a square, right? Like where you go. It's got the center well. She jumps down the center
Mhm.
well and lands on the banister next to him and grabs him, and tries to apprehend him.
Way
But they
stronger than
continue
I
to
expected.
run. Yeah, she jumps down like 9 stories and fucking lands on the banister and crushes it, punches the concrete wall and puts a hole in it, and is chasing you. And you're like, "What the fuck is going on?" I just watched the VOD. MP exits the building and has turned left and is running down the street. That's literally the last thing in the VOD.
Well, no, didn't she say she was calling for backup?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't. Did I tell everybody else?
No, not yet. You bugged
Oh,
out.
so first things first.
Yeah, so this is where you literally are at right now. You got to the ground level, you busted out the door and ran left. You're now on the busy sidewalk, with people. Let's see. As for everybody else, Eli's in this corner taking pot shots. John is literally fighting the gang members. He threw a grenade in here and killed a bunch of people, as well. So that was the whole thing. Lila's upstairs. All right. Are there any questions about where we are?
Hey, where's the armor section of this?
The what?
The armor section or tools section? Never mind. Keep going.
Of what?
I think I found it. Oh, of the.
What is this?
Sorry, yeah, I'm staring at the rulebook.
Hang on, Zeno, I have to watch that.
What?
Who is this supposed to be?
It's the cop.
This is the cop.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
This is what you think? This is that's chasing.
Yeah. This one's chasing
Honestly, yeah.
MP.
Which movie was this? I remember her, and
This
I was
is
just
the
like,
third
this is
movie.
the third one.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I've only seen this, so this is all I need to know.
I think you sent this last time, but I described this as well.
Yeah, yes, because it's her, bro.
It's so funny. You know, we're gonna have this scene play out exactly. All right. Cool. Are there any questions before we begin? We're back with what we're doing.
Not really. I just gotta get settled or read
No.
some of these notes, so I'll try that.
You remember what
Excellent.
the ghillie suit did?
Do I remember what it did?
Is it just advantage if I was in the right terrain?
It's advantage on
Yeah.
stealth checks in the correct terrain.
Okay, cool.
It is currently
Wait,
set
I'm
up
good then.
for wasteland terrain, like Northern
That's
California.
not where we are, right? So I put it on right now in the middle of this busy street. That's not gonna help.
This is the city. Negative. You'll just look like a bush running through the street. You probably stand out more, actually. Given that there's like no vegetation in this fucking place. Here's my cyberpunk photos.
I'm
Okay.
saving this time. There we go.
If there's no questions, we shall begin. Is Kiki gonna keep working? Let's fucking find out.
what? Go, Kika.
I fucking.
I've been trying
Um,
to learn Pon Pon the entire time while we were doing the recap.
Huh?
Declan,
It's
are
not
you
going
there?
too well. Pick it up later.
Also, here's the vehicle. I don't know if you reposted or not.
Let's see.
Nice car.
Excellent. Thank you.
Nice cock.
Thank you. You can't say that. Thank you, Zeno.
Nice rooster.
Here we go. Search.
Oh my god, this guy.
What? What this
Fucking
guy?
Posted. But how could we forget this handsome boy? Oh my god.
Hey, that's the one that Vanessa said he did not, or your boy said he did not like here.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't like him. I thought he was sketchy.
Oh, sketchy, yeah.
And I stand by that statement.
And Lila's cat. Excellent. Whose name escapes me. And I always call the wrong gender.
I don't have my fucking notes. I keep forgetting that on the old PC, which the drives got damaged on. I'm never getting my notes back.
Hold on. Hold on. I've got very, very Eli-centric notes if you want them.
Jesus.
I'm gonna
Christ,
find
you
these notes.
Should have taken notes.
Oh,
That's-
I'll give
that's
important points for Lila to remember.
Mochi. The cat's name is Mochi.
Mochi.
awesome.
Oh,
Lila,
yeah.
You recently have not been able to get in contact with your mom ever since you came back.
Right.
You talked to her right before
And
you
Akane
left.
has been really wanting to talk to me, but I can never find a good time to.
You did call her.
That's right, okay.
You talked to her. She basically told you to lay low. And you asked her. Did you ask her to check up on your mom?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
She could check in on her.
Cool. All right. So right now, Lila, you are upstairs with the other girls, who are all drunk and drugged. The cops are on their way. NP did tell you that. He said the cops are on their way. Eli, what do you want to do?
Fucking Christ. Did I turn off the cloak? I thought I was trying to turn it on or something. I can't remember what we did.
Yes, you had the cloak on. You were you were shadily helping John out.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna judge the situation and act as if I wasn't there. So I'm gonna try and sneak inside and find Lila.
All right. Go ahead and roll stealth with advantage.
Cool. There it is. I need a calculator. That is 19 for the first roll. Okay, 19.
All right. Go ahead and yeah, you can make it. Go ahead and go inside. The garage is open. You sneak past. You see as John. Somebody goes to punch. He grabs the guy's arm. He breaks the elbow upwards the wrong way before slicing it off with his hidden blade. As you sneak inside. Inside, you see there are other gang members. They all have their guns on the door. The garage door themselves are closed, but the little side door, like the single door, is open that you snuck through. They're all waiting for John to come at them. As the other guys are outside, you can hear the commotion on the outside as you head in. Inside, the party is still technically going as you hear the music and stuff being played and whatnot, but obviously nobody's dancing at this moment. They are currently sitting there. You head towards the door that goes upstairs and sneak through. Nobody seems to notice you. You know Lila is upstairs. As you get more distant, the music fades. What do you want to do?
I will go into the room that we snuck into, and I think before this trauma, do you remember if we set up our comms network basically, like we were all hooked up? I thought we did that.
Yeah.
I thought we were all basically on like a call.
Yeah, okay. So I'll
call?
go into the pardon me, sir?
Sorry, I was being a joke. Keep going.
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, I can't hear anything because of this music. It's popping. I'll run back into the room where we snuck into, and I'll wait there visible, and I'll call up Lyle, tell Lyle, like, hey, I'm in the room, snuck in for the window. What's the situation? Because I saw that they were like, did I see her? Right, that's what I'm
She
trying to
is.
get to.
You haven't seen her on the second floor. You're on the second floor right now,
Okay.
but you know
So,
she's
I'll
in the
stay
building
there.
somewhere.
Okay, then I'll ask. Yeah, then I'll ask that. Sorry.
I'm third floor with the rest of the girls. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where,
you're in, like,
that's
the
where everybody got
lounge
rallied.
area. Yep.
All right. Yeah. I'll reply to him on the call.
Yes, Eli, I'm up on the third floor. Situation is okay.
You thinking we should get out of here, or you got someone there? What's going on?
No, certainly. No need to stay. Coming down.
Do I have all my gear at this point? Like, you know, jacket, guns, and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't remember. All right, then yeah, I will make my way downstairs. I'll kind of try to hide the rifle underneath,
Actually,
the sling, put the jacket on.
You put it all like in the room so that you could pretend to be at the party. So you just have to go get it real quick.
Okay, yeah, I'll retrieve everything. I'll put the sling on, put the jacket on over it, kind of make sure the pistol's in its holster, kind of try to conceal it a bit, then make my way down the stairs.
You guys going back downstairs to the first floor?
I'm at least going down to the
No,
second floor to meet up with
second
Eli.
All right. You go ahead and head down. Outside, you can hear the gunshots and things in the distance as John is keeping them occupied. You go ahead and you head into... There was a smoke grenade that he deployed, so you guys know that he's going to be okay for a second. You can find Eli in that bedroom, the blood-soaked bedroom with the body in the closet.
I'll step in the doorway, give him a nod, do the little hair flip over the jacket.
Amazing, right? I'll step out the window and help her out or whatever, and I'll kind of like, I'll look down at the situation below in the fucking alley, the smoke, and see John doing his thing, and I'll look back at Lila and I'll be like, "What do you think of the chances this car's gonna arrive any minute?"
You would be better qualified to answer that, but I'd say pretty soon. We should definitely get to move on. I don't know if John's going to make it.
Yeah. Actually, can I take a quick peek down the alley? Like, just kind of either way.
Like out the window.
Yeah, so I thought, are we on, did we climb in for a fire escape? Is that
Yeah.
what we did?
So this window, it overlooks the rooftop
Okay.
of this building, the two.
Okay.
So you basically, you guys,
Oh.
you climbed up on this building, and then you snuck into the window on this building. So if you're in this room, you can see out. You can kind of see like this way.
Okay, so so yeah, I'll do a quick, yeah, I guess I can't see anything actually. Never mind. Alright, yeah, let's go down. And whenever I go over to this side, I'll give a quick peek on this side of the street.
Are you climbing out the window? You said.
Yeah, climbing out the window, going down the fire escape. Or
All right. Where's your character model?
mine?
Here. Here it is. It's up here. Okay.
Where? Yeah.
You and Lila climb out the window. Yeah, now you're on the roof. On the normal street, you see, because of the gunshots, people are starting to sprint away from this area, and you hear the sirens in the distance.
Okay. Alright. Let's just keep going. Guess we're gonna climb down from roof to roof.
All right, what are you planning to do? Are you planning to leave, or are you planning to get back into the alleyway?
We're at least going to go down this way, I'm thinking. So we're gonna hop the roof, hop down over here is what I was thinking. We'll hop back down and we'll get over here at this part of the alleyway, and if we'll just go from there.
Okay.
What are we gonna do with John?
You can't see John.
his smoke
you can
grenade?
hear that it's like surrounding this area that he's in. All right, Declan, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Declan. Check your Neuralink, see if you have any messages from anybody. Your buddy texted you about a week ago. You're on your way. You haven't talked to him, sorry, to her, in a few days here, and you're getting a little concerned because she stopped responding to your messages, but you have the location of the gang she was having particular issues with. You begin making your way there on the public transportation, on the subway. You've gotten off a few minutes ago. You've been walking casually, hands in your pockets as you walk down the street. As you're going, you get closer, you begin to hear in the distance gunfire. It's not too abnormal in a city like this, but as you keep walking in the direction you need to, you can hear the gunfire is possibly in that same direction. It kind of worries you. Then, as you look up overhead, you see fly directly over is a police AV, followed by cop cars on the street behind you as they zip by. And even just behind that, you see a SWAT AV on the way, all flying towards where you're going. What would you like to do?
I guess probably keep a bit of a low profile, but trying to expedite where I'm headed. Maybe I can try to get ahead of what's going on.
Okay. Like, you want to run, or do you want to just keep your pace?
I'll keep my pace, but when I know, like, it's from what I can at least see, I'll start sprinting a bit.
Okay.
Just so it doesn't look as suspicious.
Where is my DM? There it is. Cool. NP.
Yes.
So, you have busted out of the, whatchamacallit, the building. You've taken a hard left onto the sidewalk. Ahead of you, you see the intersection, or an intersection in a crosswalk as well. The streets are pretty busy, but with the gunshots, people are starting to move, and you're kind of shoving your way through as you sprint. You check behind you. You see as the cop busts through the door that you just went through. She looks left, right real quick, sees you, and beelines it. She is pretty quick as she is sprinting with extreme efficiency. She's not getting tired, even though you guys
faster than me?
You roll perception. Also, what's your speed?
Oh, hold on, I need to get oh god, I forgot that I can't roll dice from the sheet. My speed's 30 feet.
30 feet?
But I can use dash as a bonus action and dash as a regular action.
Okay.
So she
Really?
can suck
The
it.
fuck? Holy shit. That's why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
I was watching
yeah.
the VOD. You went 90 feet in one go there. Okay. So, what was your perception roll?
Let me roll. What is my perception? My perception is perceive. Not great. My perception's not great, but I don't know what my roll is. Hold on. Sorry, the cat's in front of my screen. I can't see anything. Cool. Okay. I don't know if Ashley's going.
Okay. You can't tell if she's gaining on you or not, but you've been down 12 flights of stairs. And she does not appear to be tiring at all. She's still sprinting at full speed.
I mean, that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with this. Yeah, I am going to run 30 feet. I'm going to run 30 more feet. Is this the packed road right here?
That's the intersection. Yeah.
I am then going to dash 30 more feet.
Are you sticking on your side or are you crossing?
Is there a person there when I get around the corner? When I get here?
No, this is irrelevant. I don't know why this
Okay.
is just one of the many pieces.
I am darting this way. Yeah, I can't get around the corner before she notices. So yeah, I dart this way.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Is there any buildings over here? Or is this just a straight up like wall?
It's another buildings. So this is just a whole other block of buildings. I just didn't.
Yeah,
go
but
into
are there
depth.
other alleyways and stuff?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's similar to this one. A lot of them are connected, but actually, yeah, this is gonna be one large mega structure. That's what it is.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
Let's see.
Those
5,
alleyways are my
10,
way out.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
That slow
3.
ass bitch.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
You can't
Alright.
catch me!
You
I
are
am too
fast. What class are you?
Scoundrel.
Okay.
It's basically the rogue. It's
yeah.
the rogue.
And then let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
He can also dash and action fast. Jesus.
She bursts around the corner. You hear her behind you as she's, stop running! Do not make me use force.
In the name of the law.
Accept your rooftop violations.
I'm allowed on the roof. Leave me alone.
MP, you hear the sirens in the distance and the AVs approaching. You're not sure if this is all for you, but you know that the cops are on their way.
Okay. Mom, don't make me hurt you. Just leave me alone. I don't want to go to jail.
All right, Eli and Lila, what you guys doing? Tall goth mommy. Who names your pieces these things? What? I know it's not you. Oh, she said you were back. Eli, what do you want to do?
Okay, so we're going to make the jump across or just get down on those next roof, and so we're like combat, right?
You could use the squares.
Ah. Yeah, okay. Whee! Am I about there? What is this?
What's your movement?
Dude, we're dashing actually. I
Alright.
Just use my action to dash.
560.
30, 60.
Yeah. You sprint across the this building and you jump across the intersection quite easily as it goes a story down. You land on it and roll forward as you continue sprinting.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
My bonus action. Turn off the. Can I? I don't think I have it written down. But bonus action, turn off the cloak.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll turn that off. And call out to MP. MP, you told us you were being chased, right?
Yeah, the coppers are on me.
Probably. Okay.
Boys in blue. Cheese it.
Which road? What side of the building you on?
What side of the building am I on?
Let's see here.
Which way's north?
I don't think MP knows.
MP's gotta know. He's a
What?
robot. Come on.
How do I not know which way north is?
I guess we'll say the north.
Do I know where
is-
the sun? Do I know where the sun is?
The sun is. It's like 6 p.m. So it is down. Hold on. It's like
Did I
this
see
side.
the sunset
Yeah.
from my rooftop view?
It's on this side here.
Which side?
By Lazy
side-
Canucks
that's-
piece.
that's
yeah,
west,
or his
never-
table seat.
Never really tried to eat. So north is behind me. I am north. I'm northwest of your position, being chased by a cop heading south.
Okay. No, I know what my next move is then. Alright,
It's really fast.
That ends my turn.
All right.
Alright, I can tell you to keep sprinting down the road.
What do I tell her? You're a
Okay.
cop. What do I tell her to get her off my
Yeah,
back?
You don't. Fucking- Nothing that I know that would fix the situation now.
Son of a bitch.
What is she yelling at you for?
A rooftop violation.
They're always our hardest chorus members.
It's like a parking like a traffic cop, but for roofs.
Okay, that ends my turn.
All right, NP. As you are sprinting, you round the corner. You're pushing away past people, and you're trying to make sure you don't trip. Looking behind you to see that she is gaining a little bit on you. As you're sprinting, though, the rooftop drone from earlier flies down. You can see it coming at you from the front.
Okay.
Let me see. Do I need I have a piece for this thing? I don't think I do. I would just use this chick from earlier as the drone. Take right here.
She was. I knew she was gonna get in the way.
You see that out of the front of the drone, these little sparking like limbs pop out, and they have like electricity on them as it's rushing towards you.
Okie dokie.
All right. Let's see. MP, as you're running, you see, as well, as all of a sudden, John jumps off of this roof, lands on these parked cars, dents them, and rolls off into the street.
Be covered in blood and gore.
Yes.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
He kind of looks. He doesn't see you through the crowd of people. He kind of looks, and he begins to sprint this way.
Jesus Christ.
As that happens, let's see. What's up, buddy? Why don't you start with me? So I can find it. There we go.
I have a quick question.
What's up?
This is for everybody. Do you guys think we'd be able to play tomorrow night or later? Oh,
How much later?
well, whenever Tally gets back, I was thinking. But I'm not sure how that might work. I know you probably don't want to jump right back in, so I can understand that.
No, it's just because she's been gone for like a week and a bit, and I'm making
Mhm.
dinner, and then we'll probably
Exactly.
hang out. So I don't think
Oh
I
wait,
can
are you
play.
picking
And then
her up or are you dropping her off?
I'm picking her up.
We thought you were dropping her off.
No, I'm picking her up. And then the Saturday is her birthday, so I definitely can't play that.
Okay.
But I can play against Sunday night.
Okay. Good to know. I'm off work till next Wednesday still. So.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Okay.
good to go. Okay. Got it. I just had to get a piece real quick.
Keys. Is this accurate right here, this lady? Do I have to So we did it earlier. Ah! What the fuck did I click? Here we go. This. Oh, well, okay. I'll stop. Okay.
Fucking wide boy. Oh god.
Oh, whoa! I'm sorry. Wait, is that rolling up? Is that on tracks?
No.
That cop car?
Well,
I was about to fucking say, dude. Could you imagine this
I'm
bitch
going
rolling up in
that way, that's
the
for
street?
fucking
I'd cry, dude. I don't know what I'd do.
Hold on. Okay. Were you asking me if something was accurate?
Was this a robot or the girl? Who is it?
This is a robot. It's a drone.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a police
Yeah,
drone.
that's what I
Okay.
thought.
This. So, NP, as you're running and you see John jump over the roof and onto the cars, he books it left. And you see, flying directly overhead is a heavy police AV with the word SWAT written on the side of it. It flies down into the street. You see as it opens its gates. Stand clear, you hear. Out rushing from these gates, you see as
No.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
John.
Oh, there goes Johnny boy.
Oh no, did he die?
No,
What happened?
no. Look up the
not
screen.
yet.
Okay.
But fucking, there's a lot of shit.
Not yet.
I have faith in John. He will not die.
Yeah, so did I.
to
until
to
this
recap,
moment.
Lila, NP was running from the cop. He sees John jumps off of this roof, lands onto the cars, and rolls into the street, covered in blood. He begins to run this way when an AV flies overhead with the words SWAT written on the side. It lands,
Of
opens its
course.
gates, and these guys get out, guns drawn.
Well, it's not
Um,
Max Tech at least.
I edited my message, Trauma.
All right, so NP, Lila, I was waiting for your turn actually.
Sorry.
Eli moved this way. What do you wanna
Distant
do?
from my cousin.
Eli just dashed across the roof and is over here now.
John, right?
So what would you like to do?
What?
Sorry.
Lila?
What's up? Oh, I thought you were trying to. Eli,
Nah,
my
wait,
bad.
wait. Yeah, you're up, Lila. What do you want to do?
I was following Eli out the window.
Alright.
We're getting down to the ground floor. Yeah.
I figured. I just didn't want to assume.
Who
Okay.
renamed Lila this
See,
time?
I just
Who's
asked you.
getting
That's what I
away with
said.
it?
That's what I
They
said.
can't
I
keep
said,
getting away with
Who
it.
keeps naming? You can't keep getting away. with it.
getting away with it.
Declan, do you have your piece?
yeah.
All right.
If you want me to copy, or I'm just
Uh,
gonna drag this one. It's literally the same character.
I guess you can send it. Which one of those images do you want me to use?
No, I don't need the image. It's literally one on the lineup.
That's on the lineup. Oh, it was.
Yeah.
I knew I saw that image before. Where's it at? Hang on. You can just copy it. Don't pull it out. Yeah. So you want to use this one then, huh? Not the other
Yeah,
one.
I don't have the. I don't think I can copy it because no.
I got it right here.
powers.
It's over here by the cop car.
Tasty.
So much brighter on the other side.
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's all the lighting over here. Huh. It's weird. I need to.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're right. The other side.
I guess because it's getting shadowed by the big fucking board.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yes.
I need a light over here. Hold on.
There's also the cat lamp.
Yeah, where's the cat lamp at?
Oh,
It's over
true.
here. Let's move it. Move it to the other side.
Oh,
Let's find out.
it's lagging.
No, what?
This lamp is fucking fake, dude. It doesn't even. It's not even.
What if we just?
No, I tried that.
Oh, I see. What is
Whatever.
this light source? Where is it coming from?
No idea. As long as we understand what this looks like. So if you want to see the pieces better, I guess you go to the other side and look at them. Okay.
Right?
Cool. So,
Oh, these
Lila,
guys
you
are
go ahead
hot.
and do that. Declan, my boy. Where's your piece? Over here. All right. You're walking down the street this way. Actually, you're on the other side of the street over here. When you see, so you get over here to the other side, and you hear those gunshots. You see that AV fly onto the other side here. You know that this building right here is the one that you were given an address to by your friend. She told you that she was having issues with these people and she needed your help. Anything you'd like to do right now?
What all can I see right now? Most of this, like everything that's going on over here is blocked, right?
Yeah, it's blocked by the buildings. You can see that you can hear gunshots, like loud, active. They're obviously right across in an alley back here. You see a police AV fly from over here and land on the other side of the street. But you're on this side at the moment. You also see police cars driving down the street this way. They're going around the block.
I guess, you know, when it's safe, proper to cross, I'd go and try to make my way to the building that I suspect to be where the person is.
Alright, as you get to it, a lot of the windows are barred. You do not see a front door proper, but you do see windows.
Are all of them barred, or any of the bars loose?
You're on the public street. Most of them are barred. You can see this building is 3 stories. You also see there's fire escapes going up on the buildings next to it.
I guess ideally before I do, you know, something suspicious, broad daylight with the basically max tech right around the corner, I'd probably go around the building, look for an entrance proper.
Okay. Just around the front, or you want to look for something else?
Yeah, try the front.
Alright, as you walk across the front, you don't see an entrance. It's very strange. So the one door that is there, it's like, it looks like it hasn't been used in years. Like, it's like almost like a part of the wall at this point.
Yeah.
There's like a bar over it and stuff, and it clearly hasn't been used. As you walk around these 2 buildings, you do notice this alley over here that would go around somewhere. It's just big enough for a person to fit through. It's just like trash cans back here.
Narrow down and go through the alley.
Alright, there's a fire escape in this alley that goes up to the 2nd story building. Do you want to keep going past it, or do you want to use it?
I'll try the fire escape, since it seems like I don't imagine I've had much luck with it.
Alright, you head up the fire escape to the 2nd story and peek over. You see that on the 3rd story of this building, there's a window broken that leads into it.
Does it look like... Can I tell if it was like something recently broken, you know, just...
Yeah, it looks pretty
I
recent.
don't know. I guess I'd knock out any glass and then go and peek inside.
Alright. As you're going up the fire escape, you kind of peek over the edge, and you see these 2 people jump out of that window. You duck your head down, and they jump across, and they run this way. Do you still want to go that way, or do you want to? What do you want to do?
The thought would cross the mind, like, why are they running? Try to find out what's going on, but if the friend's in there, they gotta find them, especially if there was gunfire earlier.
Alright, so you're gonna go into the building?
Yeah.
Alright, roll stealth.
But, where's my character sheet?
With advantage.
Ah, shit, I never saved my sheet proper.
That's a tragedy.
Yeah.
That's
No, I have it prop, but I didn't update it.
Okay. As long as you have something.
Yeah. Deal with the band, so I'll just roll off. Feeling. First roll 16 with advantage 19 plus 25.
Okay. Eli or Lila, Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Hmm.
Since you guys are not really focused on that, you're kind of moving this way.
Eli, do you want to do it?
All right, I'll do it.
Thank you, Tall Goth Mommy.
I got this. Yeah, no problem.
Well, problem, bull bitches.
I forgot I didn't open D&D. I'm opening it. Oh, my God.
Are you good, Buff?
I think
What?
Eli's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
coughing
I'm
a
sorry.
lot
I
out.
was trying to mute.
Yo, you're good.
Eli's been shot
Did you
in the
want
lung.
to do? Did you want to do the roll or no?
No, I couldn't. I failed.
Oh well,
Okay.
yeah, I got a 10, so I was really hoping that you would want to do it.
All right, you guys do not notice
I wanted
Declan
to, but
as he sneaks across the roof into this building. Declan,
I'm
as
so
you
focused on John's appearance.
Do I notice him?
no, absolutely not. You
What?
as you
I
sneak
have a
across-
1 in perception, though.
As you sneak across this rooftop and you break the glass, you step over the window into this. It looks like a bedroom. There's a bed in here. It looks like a young man's bedroom. The sheets are soaked in blood, fresh. It's wet. It's not dry.
You don't know why.
You don't know why. This is the first thing you notice. The sheets are soaked in blood. There's a blood trail going to the closet on the carpet.
I won't draw it just yet, but I'll slide my hand under my coat, grab hold my revolver, and I'll make my way to check the closet.
You don't draw it though.
No, but just
Okay.
ready to draw it, because if someone comes in, they see the gat.
You creep towards the closet, stepping over. You fingers reach in and pull the glass door aside. It's one of those mirror closets. As you open it, you see a young man who's had his throat slashed, is dead in the closet, tied up.
Is it just him, or
Yep.
is there any other? Okay, so
It's just this one guy.
I'll close the closet back and keep creeping through the apartment building.
All right. On the second story, it looks like it's a hallway full of bedrooms and bathrooms. There's also a staircase, one going up, one going down.
I probably go check all the other bedrooms if there's a murder scene in one. Who knows what's in the others?
In the others, they all appear to be empty. Some of them, yeah, they're all empty.
I imagine if checking the bathroom.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Check the bathroom, though. There are 2 guys knocked out in the bathroom.
Fuck yeah. What you guys do?
It looks like 2 gang members. They're like slumped in the. One of them like sitting on the toilet, like knocked out. And the other one's on the floor.
Can I search them, see if they have anything that might help me find what I'm looking for?
As you search them, you see. Looks like they were hit over the head with a blunt object. Both of them have some blunt force trauma, some light bleeding, but they're both alive. You search the both of them, you find they're both definitely gang members based on their tattoos and their clothes. You find that their weapons have been taken away from them, and you find, however, a key card on one of them.
I'll snag that key card and from there probably go try to search down the door that opens.
All right. You want to go upstairs or downstairs?
Let's go up.
Okay. As you creep up the stairs, every staircase makes a little bit of a creaking sound. You can see the lights of police cars outside in the windows approaching. You creep up the stairs and you peek over like the banister. You see the upstairs appears to be like a living room, kitchen, loft area. There's a large couch and a large TV on the far side away from the staircase. All around it, you see scantily clad women. Some of them are slumped over on the couch, appear to be drunk out of their minds or drugged up on things. Nobody seems particularly worried, but it's only women up here.
Does any of them appear to be the person I'm looking for? Or...
Roll investigation.
No.
Go back to the bathroom.
16.
All right. All of your friend is ex-military. She's very, you know what she looks like. She's fit. She's toned. She has a certain look about her. All these girls are skinny, out of shape. They're just like, you know, regular girls. They're strippers, dancers, just party girls. Your friend is not up here.
Any of them lucid enough that I could try to get their attention?
No, these girls are coked and smoked out of their mind.
I guess I'll just keep searching this floor. See if I can
Um,
find anything.
They're up here. It's like I said. You do find one guy on the couch, also knocked out. One man. He also has a blunt force trauma to the back of the head. He's the only man up here.
Blue again? Does he have anything on him?
Negative.
So this floor is completely clear then.
Yeah.
So I guess with that, I'll go back down and go to the other floor I didn't visit.
All right. As you head in the staircase to the first floor is there's just a door at the bottom of the staircase. You can hear music and stuff, and the gunshots now sound much closer. Based on the way this is built, it seems like this might be to a garage.
I'll guess give it an open and peek inside.
You open it slightly and you peek inside. You see multiple dead gang members on the floor, as well as some of them are hiding. A lot of them have blade wounds, and there's smoke filling this garage.
Did you say there was active gunfire in here still, or
You can
that's
hear
where-
it in the alleyway outside.
Okay, I'll I just based on what I'm hearing, like it's even closer over the music. I imagine this leads out to the alley at some point.
Yeah, so basically you'd be right here in the building.
Yeah.
To your left is like most of the garage and the party that's going on. This gray thing is the garage door. The garage door is closed, but there's a little door right here, like a single door that is open.
Okay.
You can see smoke in
do
the
a-
alleyway.
A quick once over of the folks here, and if not, I'll go and check out into the alley.
Roll investigation.
Boy, that's a dirty 20.
As you're walking around, you step on a grate. It's a garage, it's not out of the ordinary. But as you step on the grate, you look down and you realize it's not a grate that would normally be in a garage. This part of the floor is just loose for some reason. This looks like it might be a hatch.
I'll give it a lift, see if I can pry it up.
You crouch down to give it a lift. And as you do, it comes up, and you notice there is a slot for a. So you lift it up, and there's a space to drop down, as if it's almost like a place where you would do an oil change in a garage, but
Yeah.
it's more isolated. You see a door down there.
I'll I guess slide down, pull the thing back over me so no one sees, and check out the door.
All right, you slide down, and you see the door. There is a keycard slot.
I'll slide the key card.
There's a green light that flicks on as the door unlocks and opens.
Is it like a sliding door, or is it just like a a regular door that
It's
I
a
can
sliding
push
door.
open? Okay. Do I see anything on the inside?
As soon as it opens, a haze flows out, like a mist. It's not a smoke; it's like a mist. So it's a bit wet on your skin as it opens, and the room is much cooler. It's also darker. There's a red tint to the lighting as this door opens. As you walk in, you see tubes and wires on the floor. I shouldn't say, not wires. They're all tubes. They're much thicker. It's like stuff like air or liquid. Something flows through them. You see them on the ceiling. You see them on the floor. This corridor is much tighter as you walk inside. You also see piping along the walls and the floor, like if they're open, almost like the walls haven't. There's no, sheetrock or anything on the walls. So it's all like open.
Yeah.
You continue to walk in, and it's very chilled in here. As you continue forward, you get a very ominous feeling down here. Do you want to do anything before you continue?
I'll crouch down and draw my revolver.
Alright. You crouch down and you draw your revolver. As you do, go ahead and roll perception.
Perception.
She's bobbing.
7.
Alright. You continue forward. It's hard to see down here with the, Do you have any enhancements for your perception? Like with your augmentations?
No.
Okay. You continue down here, and you press forward through the mist. The corridor opens up into a larger room. Once you've entered this room, you see a number of what almost looks like Bacta tanks. These Bacta tanks line the back of the room. You see maybe 10 of them in this large room. There's wires all over the roof and the walls and the floor, all running to the tubes and to various computers and other things down here. As you get closer, you then see that on this computer, you see a man. He matches the description of all the guys upstairs. He's a gang member. He's got tattoos. He has no shirt on. He's frantically typing away at this computer here. He has on a jacket with like a high collar, and he's typing away. You see in the tubes, you see women. They are hooked up to something inside of these tubes, and they have respirators on their mouths, and they're floating in this light blue glowing liquid. As he types away, he looks up at one of the tubes and he presses enter on the keyboard, and you see as one of the women in the tubes begins to convulse as the water drains, and you see as the light in the tube turns red, and you see that this woman dies as she goes limp in this tube. And as the water drains, she falls to the floor of the vat. He then looks at the next tube and begins typing away.
I'll go up to him, I'll hand on his shoulder, drag him away from the computer, with the other one pressing the revolver like right through the spine.
Alright. Go ahead, roll initiative.
Alrighty.
I'll draw this over here for now. Let's see.
$22.
22. Alright. It's gonna be this over here on this other side. Oops. Come on then, let me pick a new color. Thank you. Oh, I know why. Fucking retard. Okay. I can't say it on Twitch. Let's see. Please? Thank you. Fucking, tabletop. You know, for as simple as this game is, it can't run a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I'm always surprised by how quickly tabletop, like, dies. From, like, frame issues.
Probably doesn't help you're streaming yet.
Yeah. Why is it so opaque now? What the fuck? That's why. These are the different consoles and stuff. Alright. Where's your piece at?
Right there.
Let's see, where is a good guy to represent? How'd you notice that your character was over here in the lineup of characters?
I was looking at them.
That's funny. That was not prepared by me. These came with the table. Just a weird coincidence. Alright. You said you walk up and do what? Hand on shoulder?
One hand on shoulder, revolver against his bag.
You got a 22?
Yeah.
You got a nat 1, so go ahead. What do you want to do?
I guess the first thing would be to drag him away and try to figure out what the fuck he's doing.
Okay. Is that what your action is? You're gonna like grapple him, drag him away?
Yeah, I'm gonna try grappling.
Alright, roll strength.
Athletics, right?
Athletics, yeah.
Works. Wow, 10.
Alright, you go to grapple him, and he breaks your hold and pushes you off as he turns around. You still have your bonus action.
I don't think there's really anything I do with my bonus action, so I'll just hold for a second, see what he does.
Okay. So you go ahead and grab him, or attempt to grab him. He pushes you off. He turns around and he seems a bit freaked. He pulls a gun from his waistband and says,
Fuck! The cops! They're here!
turns around. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Flex. 22.
Alright. He takes out his gun, and you see that it is a submachine gun as he holds down the trigger and lets off a burst across the air. As he does, you jump out of the way. You dive into the ground as bullets line the back of the room, shooting up wires and different pipes and stuff. Liquid begins to pour out on the floor as do the pipes hiss. He's going to jump over the console here, and he hides behind it, taking cover. Also, there's a cover rule. You get a bonus to your AC based on the cover you're in.
Okay.
For range attacks. The rules are pinned somewhere. I think Lila has them on hand, I believe. The exact specification. I think the max you can get is like a +5 from like full cover to your AC.
Oh, I can try to find those if you want.
All right,
I
you're
don't
up,
know if I
Miller.
have
What
them
you
on
want to do?
this machine.
Would it be an action to try to talk to him, or
No, you can just talk to him if you want.
I'm not no cop, you fucking idiot.
Not a cop. Yeah, fucking right. Look at you. Down here for no reason. Die, you fucking scum.
Listen, bud.
You can hear him reloading. He used an entire mag.
I'm
this time.
giving you a chance to walk out of here. I ain't a cop, but SWAT's just outside, and they're gonna be coming down on this place pretty hard.
Not a cop, but you know about SWAT, huh? Nobody's walking out of here. Not you, not these girls.
Listen, dumbass. Anybody within, I don't know, a couple miles would see the, was it an AV swooping in, the vans rolling down the street. Listen, I'm just here looking for someone.
Well, you found him. And here's some lead to go with it.
He reaches over and he sprays from the console a couple rounds as well. You dodge out of the way of these. You can tell he's on something, probably, based on his eyes and the way he's pretty manic. But you're up if you want to use your action.
Yeah, if I move, like, he's in cover, like, from
Yeah.
that way, right? So if I move there, I could just shoot straight over.
Yep.
He'd still get cover?
Nope.
So I'll just do that, slide into the cover, and I'll just reach over with the revolver and pop a shot at him.
Alright, roll to hit.
$11.
11.
Yeah.
Alright.
14.
14 hits.
Oh, okay. Damage. Uh, 14 damage.
All right. You pop up. You slide into this cover and pop up over and let off a revolver round. Hammer slicks back and the chamber spins as that round flies straight through his upper chest, through his shoulder, and blasts. It goes through him into the tube behind him, the one that was emptied, and the girl is dead. It hits, and the remaining liquid falls out or pours out of the tube as the revolver round shatters the tank in a spectacular manner as all of the glass explodes, and the water the liquid rushes out. He falls back and slips on it. Do you have anything else you want to do?
He's still up though, right?
Yeah.
Would it be it'd be an action to try to kick his gun away, right? Or use it as a bonus action.
That'll be action.
Okay. No, I'll duck down behind cover to see what he does.
All right. Go ahead and let's see. What's your AC?
17.
All right. He gets up. He jumps over this console, and you see as he rips off his arm, which appears to have been a an cybernetic arm, and underneath it he unsheaths that his forearm is a sword, and he runs towards you, and he swings down. You roll out of the way as he slices down into the console, and he swings back over his head at you, and and hits this time for 7 damage. You hold up your own arm, and he chinks into it and clangs off and does 7 damage, but it like glances off and sparks as he hits. As he's standing here in front of you, then his arm electrifies. You see it's the neck. It's a powered sword that his arm is. You're up.
So this is just like D&D. If I move, he'd get an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
I guess using bonus action, I'll have my own blade come out and I'll go to swing at him.
All right. Did you take the hidden blade?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Uh, 12.
Where does the hidden blade come out of? Just out of
My
curiosity.
arm, just kind of like a wrist. It's not like the Manus blade or
Okay.
anything.
Like top of your wrist or bottom? Like above your palm?
Top.
Top?
Yeah.
So it's like the commando, like Republic commando knife, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Your blade comes out, and you go to hit. 12 hits. Roll damage.
A 5 damage.
5. All right.
Yeah.
You go to swing, and he blocks that first attack. You guys get into a bit of a melee as he kicks you back over the console into the wall. As he comes rushing at you, he swings and misses. He hits this tank, but it glances off and doesn't break. You dodge under it and forcibly stab up into his chest and tackle him onto the ground. And you hear as breath leaves his lungs as he dies. What do you want to do?
I guess first thing I'll grab his submachine gun, any ammo he has, and I'll go over to that console to see if I can make heads or tails of it.
Alright, so his gun is, I forgot to tell you this, a lot of the guns are bio-locked, so they, now you can take them, you can sell them, but you can also pay to have them unlocked by someone, but that's illegal. But you can do that. You still want to take his gun?
Yeah, I'll just grab it for now.
Alright. And now what are you doing? You checking the console?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. You just want to see what's on it, kind of?
Yeah, I want to see if I can make heads or tails.
Roll.
And while I do that, if I assume give a quick glance over the tanks if I can see my friend.
Okay. Go ahead and roll, where's it at? Hacking. Or computing. You're just trying to see, are you trying to get into it or just see what it is?
I'm trying to see what it is, just at first without going into it.
Let's see. I think I want to see exactly what this says before I give it. Here we go. Cool. Roll computing.
I look like I know what a computer is. 5.
5. All right. As you look into it, you're not sure exactly
I don't
what the
think you do.
computer programs that he's running were or anything. You do pick up on a few, words you've seen before. You see the executable command. So you see a .exe and you see like terminate.exe.
I've seen this word before.
You see terminate.exe was one of the programs he was trying to run. It looks like he has tabs open for each of the different VATs. As you look for your friend, you do see she is in one of these. This 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one back here.
Oh,
Yep.
that's way too big, but
Objective located.
is looking at the pods is like a manual release. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to do everything from the computer.
Yeah. Computer.
I guess going sifting through the tabs. If they're not done by names, I assume by numbers. So I'll get to the one that was I would believe to be hers.
Okay. You want to just try to release?
Yeah, I want to stay far away from that terminate command though.
Okay. So as you go to hers, you see that on the screen. Initially, what pulls up, it says that you just see process incomplete. You see the words cortical processing unfinished. Unit not fit for civilized interaction.
Fuck. Is there anything I could pull up to try to get me more info on that, or?
Like on those words or just on other stuff?
Yeah, on those words and what exactly was happening, because I assume they were turning them into I don't know. Something.
Hang on, what does it say? Thank you, trauma. Let's see. Alright, as you try to look deeper into it, what you see, trying to, where is it at? All right, so you see, instead of her name or anything, you see a long list of some descriptor. It says Sierra Golf, so SG dash Foxtrot Kilo Echo dash 586 dash 437 Alpha.
You repeat that again real quick, just so I have to write it down.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, thank you. That works.
It says, where would I just say? That's like the descriptor of this pod. It says
Okay.
that this, it says all of those things, and then it says process unfinished, 73%.
Is there a way to sift through the computer to see like, what exactly this process is?
Roll hacking.
Oh boy, I don't know what a computer is. I sure know what hacking. 12.
Okay. You're not sure exactly. Actually, go ahead and roll. With advantage, roll history.
1 and a 19. 21 with history.
All right. This is a synth code.
Oh. Man, I'm not sure what to do, Sentinel. I guess I'll just try to go for a release. I know it's probably a bad idea, but...
Okay. After looking through a bit, you do find a way to release this tank. You said you want to do that?
Yeah.
Alright, you run the proper programs, and eventually you see as the tank begins to flash, that blue light flashes between blue and white, and you see as the liquid drains before the tank itself opens. She's limp in the tank, and the tank just opens, like at the front of it, opens up, and you were able to retrieve her.
Are there any, clothes or, a rag, something I can just put around her so I can unhook her and get her out?
Yeah, so she's naked, and you find that there is it's a big, blanket, in the room, like a raggedy one.
Yeah, I'll wrap her in and I'll go to try to make my exit.
Alright, you run up to her, and you pull the respirator out of her mouth. It's a long tube that goes all the way down to her lungs, and you pull out. She's unresponsive. Her eyes are open. She's breathing, but she's kind of just staring blankly forward. But you wrap her up in the blanket and you pick her up in a princess carry, and you begin to exit. All right. Jumping back to the rest of you guys. NP, you there?
Yes.
All right. What would you like to do?
Guy in front of me, drone in front of me with shocky things, and girl behind me with fast and gun. Next to me, that building. Are there any windows?
Which one? This
The
one?
one right to my left.
Oh. Yeah. The apartment building.
I dive through one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics
But I am a stuntman. That is my thing.
with advantage.
Acrobatics or athletics. Wait, what are my acrobatics and athletics? Okay, nice. That's good. That's a high one. 19 plus 6, 25.
25.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, MP just throws his fucking body through a window. As you
Remember, I don't take any damage because my stuntman class. That's what it,
you throw yourself
does.
through this window with glass shards all over your trench coat, and you roll without any second thought, almost a blank expression on your face. As you do, you stand up, and as you keep running, you see that you're in someone's kitchen. They're sitting there at the kitchen table, and they're all screaming. Like,
how much does the window cost?
I mean, probably like 1,000.
I throw 20 Wulongs at them. This is for the
20
window.
credits.
Or one longs, whatever they're called. And then I run through their living room. Try to get to the door. Wait, are they speaking Mandarin at me?
No, they're speaking Spanish.
Damn it! I yell Mandarin back at them. And then I run through the door into the hallway. And then I run up I try to run up the stairs. Try to go to the stairs. Go for the stairs.
Okay.
Actually, where are the stairs? Where's the stairs and where's the door out?
Like you're talking about the apartment stairs or like the apartment building staircase, like to the upper
Yeah,
stories?
front
Okay.
building staircase. Like, where is that in this building?
That's gonna be in the center, like or towards like the end of the hallway in the center.
Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna run over there towards there, and then is there a window on this side too?
Yes.
I am going to. I should have grabbed something. I am going to throw. I have nothing on me. Fuck, I've got nothing on me. Is there like a fire hydrant or like a fire thing, like a what do you call it?
Fire escape.
No, the thing you use to put out fires. The
Fire
fire
extinguisher.
extinguisher.
Yes.
I break that, grab it, chuck it through the window so it breaks the window, then I go for the stairs.
Okay. Let's see. She would probably still
And I
be
use
pretty
whatever
close behind you.
dashes, whatever, everything I got. I don't know how much that gets me, but that's what I'm going.
Okay. She jumps through the window, and you hear as she jumps through the window, and you hear her say, "Do not worry, man. I'll catch the criminal."
So she takes damage from the pain, though, because there's still shards of glass sticking out.
You know what? Let's see. What is she? She's wearing police
Sharp
body
pieces
armor.
of glass.
You broke through it. You did all the hard work. I'm gonna say she's good.
Mate, have you seen Nice Guys when he tries to open the door and just fucking slashes his thing open? She has some exposed skin.
She jumps.
Oh.
Actually, yeah, she jumps through. She's good. She rolls.
Son of a bitch.
And you hear her apologize. She's, "Do not worry, citizen. I will catch this criminal." As she continues to run through, she barrels out the door with a perfect sprinting form. You look over your shoulder, and she's like, just as she's coming out the door, you throw the fire hydrant. I assume it's a distraction, right?
No, yeah, basically I was trying to break the window so that she thought I jumped to the next window, and then I go for the stairs.
Okay. She sprints. The door closes behind you to the staircase. So go ahead and roll performance.
Son of a bitch. You sure it's not stealth? How about streetwise? Oh fuck, I'm so fucked. But I'm trying to hide from her. Okay.
All right, roll stealth. We'll go with stealth.
Oh, thank God. 15 plus 8, 23. It was a -2 for performance. So 23.
Okay. All right. You watch and you look back behind you through the tiny little glass on the staircase door as she full sprints and jumps out of the window onto the fire escape.
Okay. I keep going up the stairs till I get to the 4th floor.
Okay. Lila, Eli, what you guys up to? Lila, Eli.
They are both muted. Trauma. Yellow.
Alright, I heard everything, so, considering he handled that situation, and I no longer have to interrupt it, oh wait, do we fucking see him?
Oh, you see a fire hydrant fly through the window. You see this cop jump out of the window, like head first, and roll into the alleyway.
Oh no, dude, you can't see it.
Oh, yeah, he's on a rooftop, aren't you?
No,
You are on a rooftop.
Quickly,
Greatest. We just murdered like 20 people. Greatest crime. Rooftop.
fucking. Do I recognize this guy?
No, you don't recognize this cop.
Come on. Alright. Can I help Lila down first? And then get down like with her and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that. Quick.
Yeah, it's one story. It's about 10 feet up, so you go ahead and help her down with ease.
Okay, cool. And then let's I'll hop down and fucking see this super cop. Going to assume that it's maybe the one chasing them. And I'll wave her down. Ma'am, over
She
here,
looks-
and I'll
she
kind of
looks
point down
around.
the alleyway.
You see, she looks down at the fire extinguisher, and she grabs it, and she looks around. She picks up the fire extinguisher, and she sprints over towards you. Citizen! Have you seen a criminal heading this way?
No, a cyber psycho down the alley though.
That's not my concern. There's a criminal with a rooftop violation, as well as he's now added to public safety violations by tossing a fire extinguisher out of the window. I must apprehend this criminal.
Whoa.
For the rest of my life.
Fedora, trench coat.
Yes, sir.
I quickly come off to the edge of this street, and I point down the street this way.
She
This one, make a
sprints
run
down and
for
she
it down
looks.
there.
She puts a hand on your shoulder and she says, "You're the city's finest, citizen. May law ever be in your favor." And she sprints down the full sprint, sending it.
Godspeed, officer. Salute. Turn around and go back. Make a run across. Use dash, and I'll contact MP. I think I handled your problem. Gonna look back.
Oh, thanks, Eli. Is she out of there?
She's running down the street for you. So she's gone.
You see the drone fly over the rooftops, and it begins to head this way as well. Eli, as you head to this corner, though, you see as the SWAT team is on the other corner here. You see, 1 second. You see the SWAT team on the other corner, or the other end of the street. They're blocking. Traffic has stopped as John is standing in the middle of the street. He looks almost like a deer in headlights for a second before he begins to sprint across the street. You can hear over the intercom from the AV and from the police officers as they yell,
Stop where you are, right now!
John does not stop, and you see as they have flashlights on him, and the AV has its own spotlight on him as it takes off. It doesn't take off, it hovers here and blocks traffic. And you see as they begin to open fire on John as he sprints across the street. John dives behind a car that is on the other side of the street here as the bullets ricochet across the thing. Two cops begin to move up as he does this, and John jumps through the window in this apartment complex as they are giving pursuit.
Psycho's in a residential area. Repeat, Psycho in a residential area.
But alright, let's see.
That's wild.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
No. So I assumed I used a dash to get over here, but I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, you did.
And then that's it.
Okay. Lila, you're up.
Womp,
She's still here. Where's she at?
womp, womp. If it means anything, I did message beforehand, and we agreed in unison we're dipping. I'm gonna handle this later.
Okay. So, you see, Eli, as you're looking down the street, you see as the AV lifts up and flies over this apartment building, something to keep track of John, as the other officers also begin to move in pursuit. As they move in pursuit, you see that being blocked by the AV was your car. It is sitting in traffic that was blocked. No longer blocked by the traffic. You watch as the car that you're here for turns and heads down the alleyway.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Forgot why we were here.
I totally remember. I just didn't think we'd get this to this point. Oh, shit. You know, I asked her. I'm like, what do you think's the chances? Oh, well.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
What would you like to do?
Oh. Me or empty? Where's it back at?
Where's the what?
Like, whose is it? My turn?
It's
Me?
her
Or-
turn, but
yeah,
yeah,
me.
it's kind of we're kind of out of combat at the moment, so you guys can kind of free action.
Okay. Well, given the circumstance, I would like to inspect the belt. I was stealth generator or whatever. What is it called? The cloak. It's not like it's not gonna wear or break anywhere. Is there like any indication? Has it got like a battery? That sounds silly.
On your cloak.
Yes.
So it's like
I
it's
don't
almost
worry
like
about
a jump kit. Like it's something you have to wear, and it's kind of heavy. No, there's no
Okay.
battery. It appears that it's just
Okay.
yeah, it's
I just wanted to
generated
make
power
sure that I
from.
wasn't gonna. Alright, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't gonna crap out like suddenly and it'd be like, fucking sneak. That'd be terrible. That it's old tech as far as I'm aware. Okay, so yeah, I'll activate it again. And I'll start to make my way back down towards the alley and keep an eye out. I'm gonna watch. Because my action is turning on the cloak anyway. Sorry.
All right, so you're sorry. So you turn your cloak on and you going where? Here, down here to the alley.
Yeah, just to the corner here. The watch him as he drives. Whatever
Okay.
he does.
Cool. And then let's see. I guess in the meantime, we'll go back to what we laid on Lila. See if you can message Trauma. See where he's at. Also, Trauma, you're muted if you don't know. Miller. Declan.
Yep.
What do you want to do?
I guess just start making my exit. Get up and out. I assume there's only one way in and out of this place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start moving to make my exit.
Okay. Walking with your friend, you make your way out of this room, and you head down this corridor, back towards the little pit. You head out into the pit, and you are holding her, and you look up at the grate. You kind of push her body up on the grate first, and then do a pull-up to get up onto the actual floor. You look around, you're now in the garage. You don't see anybody different right at the moment.
Has the gunfire died down in the alley?
You can hear automatic gunfire. It's not in the alley anymore, it's moved. It's definitely on the street over.
I'll go towards the alley, like the garage. I'll try to get that open so I can get out
Okay.
that way.
Elon or MP, what do you want to do?
Said cars coming?
Yeah.
Are there any hallways that lead to like out to this? Like now that I'm on the fourth floor, are there any hallways that lead to the middle of this building?
No, there'll be windows.
But sorry, like hallways that have windows that lead into this building. Like, where there's a hallway and there's a window at the end of the hallway.
Yeah, it'll be in the staircase, in the stairwell.
All right, is that window openable?
No, you'll have to.
God, I gotta break so many windows today. I break this window also.
All right. You break the window also.
And then I climb on the roof and I get on my fucking belly and I crawl and I hide and I
Okay.
try to get a peek over the rooftop.
All right, sounds good. Eli, you see NP, or you don't see, but you know what NP is doing. What do you guys want to do at the moment? You see the car has just entered the alleyway, and is stopped in front of this garage.
Okay. Can I make the slow truck up right here?
Yeah, if you want to roll stealth.
Sure. Advantage? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got your cloak on.
That is a, okay. 21.
21.
21.
All right, go ahead and move up.
Alright. I'm gonna take out my pistol and ready it. Just
Okay.
hold on my.
Where the fuck
Action.
did Trauma go?
Did anyone DM him?
I did. Let me see.
I did. I said friend. I said friend.
Let me message. I'm gonna text him actually.
Was the wait or can I ready my pistol or was the action stealth?
You can ready it.
Okay.
You have a holster?
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sure that's what it's for, is to let you do stuff like that. So it's quick. Wonder if Lila.
Of course, I get a text from
Ah.
Roach as I sit down. I was eating.
Excellent.
I had some food. And I got
Okay.
distracted. I was doing chores, and then I came back.
To update you, you saw John run into this building, right?
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
Yeah,
Oh no,
there.
you weren't there. So Lila, I guess I won't fill you in on the Declan stuff. However, John, Eli saw.
Yeah, there's a lot of Declan stuff happening when I stepped away.
Yeah, the police told him to stop. He runs across the street. They open fired. He dives behind this car, and they light it up. And he jumps through a window into this apartment building. And the police have given chase. And as soon as the AV moved out of the way, the car you're waiting for was stuck in traffic behind it, and then it entered the alleyway. Eli has moved up with his cloaking device as the car is sitting here in front of this garage back here.
Okay.
What do you
So
want?
Eli's kind of by the garage proper, where the garage is at. I'm kind of down by the corner. NP is occupying this building still.
NP lost the cop. He is on the fourth floor, or the fourth story rooftop here, between these two apartment
Okay.
buildings.
Gotcha. And John, you said went inside and is kind of pulling the heat away.
Yeah,
Or is he? Where's John at?
he's over here. He's off the grid. Cops are out.
Oh, he went out. Okay, cops. Gotcha. So, besides the card, is there any visual on any goons still left in the area?
Negative. It's still
Okay.
kind of hazy. But yeah, John has left with. It appears he killed a good number of them. You can't see any in particular.
Sure. I guess I'll kind of just hang back on the corner of the building and watch Eli move up and kind of keep a lookout.
Okay. Eli, you're just keeping a lookout, you said?
Yeah. I mean, if I can move up again, I would.
Alright, stand by. Looking for something in particular. Okay. Sometimes these mixes are so all over the place.
Yeah, they can be. Pretty chill right now.
Things are looking up. The car just arrived. It's a good ending.
The car you guys have to steal, you fucking guys. Let's see. Looking for something.
Is there even a back seat?
Do you need jams?
Yeah, it's the back seat like it's a 2-door car, but it's got like the
okay.
coupe back seat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, yeah, the terrible back seat. Yeah.
It's one of the best ones. What do you mean?
Damn, I
man?
really wanted a minivan.
Oh my god.
We can never have
Shut
nice
up.
things.
Shut up! fucking 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 minivan.
Not suspicious. Got a lot of room.
Oh my
Super
god.
convenient.
Yeah, next thing you want to know, you want to fucking like transform into a camper van or something.
Roach.
All right, cool. So, Declan, Lila, do you want to move at all, or are you staying behind this building here?
I will hold at this corner, ground floor, kind of watching, and then I'll end up moving up to take his spot once he pushes in.
All right. So, as the car pulls up, it kind of stops because there's, you know, smoke in the alleyway and like carnage. It stops in front of this garage, which you guys weren't sure if this was like what this garage was, but it stops here. Before you can hear it's loud. It's got a V8 engine, so it's, you know, kind of like sitting here idle and you can hear it. Declan, as you come up with the girl in your arms, you can hear that car. There's a car in the alleyway, and it's getting closer. You can hear its engine, you know, like getting closer. It's driving up. It stops next to this car. As it does, one of the a guy gets out of it, out of the passenger seat. He has an
He
assault
just
rifle
so politely popped out.
in his hand. He looks into this car, shines like a flashlight from the gun into it. This is the car where Lila was almost murdered. So he shines a light into the car, sees the blood and whatever is obviously inside. He turns back and he says something to the driver before he gets back in the car. The car is creeping forward ever so slowly. Do you guys want to do anything at the moment? Anybody?
Creeping forward.
I will prep my assault rifle again and just sit on the corner.
Fucking. Can I walk towards its invisible?
I will also prep
Perfect.
my sniper rifle in cover.
Yeah, so I'll slow walk it up towards it, driver's side.
Okay.
You need to-
So where are you moving? Show me, Eli. The car is moving, by the
slow
way.
walk. Yeah, no, I want like to walk towards it as it's driving towards me slowly.
All right. So keep in mind this is like active camo from Halo. So the more you move,
Yep.
the
It's slow walk, slow walk.
yeah.
Like, you know, we're doing that. Trying not to get, yeah, you know, Halo.
Yeah. So he's moving forward. And he's approaching the garage where you guys were. Roll perception, Eli.
Perception. Great. Unperceptive.
Trauma, you always send me such good songs, but they're only like 3 minutes. I wish you had like extended versions of these.
I'm on it.
I see things. I see lots of things. 25.
All right. You can see four guys in the car.
Motherfucker.
Driver, passenger, 2 in the backseat of the coupe.
Keep in mind though, only 2 at a time will probably be able to get reliably.
Okay.
Look at that. This motherfucker answered immediately. This is the one I wanted to.
Do I see this, or is just the garage door still
The
shut?
garage door's shut. You can just hear this car approaching. Eli, as this car is approaching, you see one of the drivers. You see the driver reach up, and he touches something on the attached to the sun visor. You can flip down.
Yeah.
There's a button up there. He presses the button, and you hear the garage door like begin to open as the gears shift. Declan, suddenly you see as the garage door begins to open all of a sudden. What do you guys want to do?
I guess with the smoke starting to pour out, I'm gonna move to like the corner, trying to hide where the smoke was like trying to escape out.
Okay. Eli, go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck? Is this guy whip it into the fucking garage? Jesus Christ! Sorry, deck saving?
Yeah.
Holy kick, that was too hard. There we go. Holy fuck.
Advantage because you're ready. You're kind of like,
Okay.
crouched in an athletic position.
Where are our saving throws? Oh, wait. Oh, reflex. Okay.
Yeah, reflex.
Oh, 24.
Alright.
Thank God.
You watch as he creeps forward. All of a sudden, the back tires begin to spin as smoke peels out, and you hear that as he does drift. Drifts the car hard. You jump up and you slide over the back of the
Fucking sick.
the trunk, and you kind of roll off. You land on your feet and you kind of like stumble off as he whips the car literally into the garage. Declan, you see as all of a sudden this car drifts into the garage and stops. They turn the high beams on as they look around in the garage. You watch
They need
as
the
they
fog lamps.
yeah, the fog lamps. They don't get out, but you can see that they're kind of looking around at everything in the all the dead bodies and stuff in the garage, and they seem a bit confused. Declan, you see as they let's see, where's the guy at? Here he is. So these guys are all. These guys are dead. This guy was alive. He's kind of hiding behind something. He pops up as two guys get out of the passenger side. Both of them armed with assault rifles. They have the lights on. They're kind of like looking around, and they get out and they're like checking the garage out. One more gets out of the driver's side as the car turns off. And then this guy gets out of the back seat. They begin to walk around.
Are the doors stuck open? What's going on?
The garage door begins to close. Eli, you still going in?
Yeah.
I want to slip out. Or
All right.
I can't.
Both of you roll reflex.
Does us walking through the garage door like set off the sensor and make it stop?
18.
What'd you say?
18.
All right, Eli, what'd you get?
14?
All right. Declan, as you're going to pop out of the garage, Eli, you're going to pop in. Declan, roll perception.
4.
Okay. You do not see Eli, but Eli, you see as a man exits the garage sneakily. He's carrying a naked girl wrapped in a blanket. He's kind of like looking over his shoulder as he goes in. He's going in right where you were, and you bump into him.
Wow. Okay. I just see him. Do I actually bump or what?
No, like you're like right in his face.
Okay.
But he's about to walk in. He doesn't see you, and he's just walking forward.
Okay. Are the doors on the car closed? Like, did they close them?
Yeah, they just shut 'em.
Or- Okay. Before they fucking lock it, I want to, like, I don't know, like, press my body up against the door, but hold open the handle. I don't know how
Okay.
this will work. I don't fucking know what the fuck I'm doing, but anyway.
So, roll reflex with disadvantage because you have to get out of the way of Declan and not
Aw,
hit
man.
him. Because you're kind of like running to get inside, and he's like all of a sudden pops up.
You're in the way.
I'm walking in.
Pretty good. Alright, that was a 24 for. Ooh, okay. Ooh. That is a 12.
A what?
A 12!
12.
12.
All right. You bump into Declan. Declan, as you're leaving, all of a sudden, walking through the haze, somebody knocks right into you, and you struggle to hang on to this girl as they almost push you over. Eli, you kind of stumble, and you do not make it to the car. What do you want to do? Both of you, what do you want to do?
Do a quick look around. I assume I didn't see him at all, right?
Roll another perception, this time with advantage. Eli, make a stealth check regularly.
5.
Good lord. Not perceptive.
Advantage?
Yeah, no,
I rolled
regular.
2 and a 3.
Because you just bumped into him.
Okay, that'll be 17.
Alright, you stay stealth. You don't see anything, Declan. But yeah, Eli, you're still going inside?
Must have been the wind.
Yeah.
Must have been the wind.
Something definitely bumped into you, but you just don't see it, so you're very confused.
Yeah, I
Is it
assume, maybe thought someone just ran in or something, ran out.
Okay.
The smoke. It was hazy in there because it was like a nightclub. They had the fog machines or whatever probably going. I imagine that's just all pouring out at this point.
Eli, you're still going inside?
Yep.
Okay.
Behind the car.
You duck behind the car, you go to grab the handle, but you don't get it before it locks. Lila, MP, what do you guys want to do? You both see this guy walk out with a girl in his arms.
Has Eli said anything about the situation?
Eli?
No.
Does he look rapey?
No. You see this guy, he
Does
walks.
he look like an upstanding citizen?
Can I roll perception to see if he looks rapey?
So he doesn't look like a gang. He doesn't look like any other guys you've seen. He looks different. He looks to be sneaking out. And he's holding this girl, like, very. She's not like slung over his shoulders. He's holding her in like a princess carry. So like she's, he's got her like.
Does Eli have any
tough.
idea? Sorry, does NP have any idea what happened inside that shed, that house?
No,
Like, do I know that they? Oh yeah, well I know one of them tried to sexually assault.
you saw that, but
Lila,
yeah.
so. Okay, so I do know the people inside the house are rapey, and so someone taking them might be saving them. Okay, cool. I do nothing.
Lila.
I smoke a cigarette.
I will. Oh, nice. I'll get on the our little call and say,
Eli, your friend that just stepped out with the girl. Do you know him?
I'll whisper. No, I got no idea who that fine gentleman was, but he seemed to have his own predicament.
Do I shoot? Is he possibly
I don't know.
a friend?
Kind of a gray zone. Don't really know what to think of him. Looks like he was on the way out, though. The girl he has. Does she seem familiar to you?
taking a look, do I recognize any of her facial features?
No.
So when I said that, I meant like in reference to the girls, like she might have saw like upstairs, right? It's not like he's kidnapping one of the girls that she took upstairs that are all.
No, Lila does
Like
not recognize this
intoxicated.
chick. She looks different.
Okay. Okay.
No. Have not seen that face before.
Hmm. Then, discretion be advised. Careful. Caution.
Okay.
I don't-
I'll keep an eye on him. Just let me know if you need any help in there, okay?
Yeah, kind of a tight squeeze. I'll see what I can do.
Eli, as you're in there, the guys are looking around with rifles. They have lights on them. They approach this guy over here who was hiding in the corner. They start asking what happened. This guy just starts talking about John and whatnot. This guy heads over to right in front of the car, and he crouches. He slings his rifle and he crouches down. Whips his suit jacket back, and he lifts this grate that you hadn't noticed before. He lifts it out of the way, and he looks down into this hole, and he shines his flashlight. He looks around before he looks up, and he says,
Boss, men down to check on the girls.
This guy nods, and then he heads upstairs. This guy, also looking around, joins this guy and stands over. This guy jumps down into the hole while this guy stands watch over, and you hear a door slide open inside as this guy leaves. About a minute goes by before he comes back. He comes back before you hear him get up, yell down from down there.
Looks like they tried to terminate for something must happen in here. Where all these fucking bodies came from, man. One of the girls is missing though.
This guy just kind of looks around before he repeats the same thing on a cell phone. Eli, what do you want to do?
Can I fucking like, do I need lockpicks for this car, or can my fucking pocket computer do the work? Can I somehow? See, this is what I'm on about.
You need the keys, unless you want to break a window to get in.
Well, this is...
It is an old, it's like a classic car. It's from like,
Okay, wait, who
Yeah.
went upstairs? This guy, right?
yeah, that guy.
Okay, I'll
Appears to
follow
be the
him.
boss.
And he stepped out of the driver's side, right? Like, it's where he...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who stepped out first.
This guy, so this guy and this guy both got out of the driver's side.
Can I use perception to see if they have, like, keys hanging from, or, like, oh, you could have noticed?
You'll not, nobody has keys hanging anywhere. Whoever has the keys has pocketed them.
Okay, fine. We'll just follow this asshole upstairs then. We'll just deal with it that way.
Alright. Declan, what do you want to do? The garage door is closed.
I'm gonna slip away for a bit. Like, just I imagine, is there like an alley here?
It's too tight to squeeze down, but yes.
Well, I mean, I just wanted somewhere to tuck her away for a bit. To For
Yeah, I mean,
safety.
it's you could squeeze her in there. It's just too tight to like.
yeah,
A
no,
woman-
I wasn't going through. I just wanted somewhere to set her out of the way.
A woman could fit in there. You could not.
Yeah, I'll, because she's pretty much out of it at this point, right?
Yeah, she's just like literally staring forward, eyes
Oh.
open.
Yeah, I'll lay her in there, and if there's something, we'll just keep her covered, and I'll go back to the garage. Waiting on doing something stupid.
Lila, you see as he heads around the corner and returns without the girl before he begins to head back towards the garage.
Noted.
Was I able to see how many people were in the car when it passed? No, I saw the people get out,
You
right?
did. You saw 4 get out, yeah.
Do I hear anything? The door right now.
Nope, you just, you can't hear anything. The garage door's closed. Nothing in particular. The sounds of the city are louder than anything going on inside.
I guess I'm just gonna just kind of step down a bit. I'm gonna stop like on the other side of the garage.
Alright. Is your pistol drawn?
No, it's tucked away right now.
Alright. Lila, are you peeking around the corner, or are you like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm kind of peeking around the corner, rifle up, got it braced in the corner.
Lila,
watch.
roll stealth. Declan, roll perception.
I don't see shit, Cap.
I ain't stealth and shit, Captain. I got
Okay,
a
well-
7.
What'd you
13.
get? Ooh. Declan, as you're heading down though, just barely, all the way down the
It's
alleyway,
the purple hair, man. I knew it.
you see a woman, probably a woman, you see it with a rifle trained down your way. Pointed right at you.
I guess I'll raise my arms up. Show I'm unarmed.
Alright. Lila, he clearly sees you.
Oh, okay. Well, we've determined it's not quite a threat. I'll, in a very slow gesture, nudge the barrel over in the direction of where I saw he drop the girl off. I'm assuming that's where he's going, so just kind of let him pass, and I'll point it back in his direction,
I dropped
but
the girl
I'll
here. I came over to the other side of the garage door and I'm pressed against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said came over to the other side, I thought you went like zoop and put her on the
No,
corner.
I
And then
went.
zoop
Yeah, I'm right
back.
here.
Yeah. And I guess instead of to the right, I would kind of do like a little jerk up, and then I would lower the barrel so it's not directed at him. But I still have the rifle up.
Alright, Declan, you see that she is still looking at you though. What do you want to do? She's not pointing at you, per se.
I'm gonna use hand gestures in the off chance. What can I tell about just by based on the person's appearance? How are they?
Lila, how are you dressed?
Hmm.
She has purple hair, you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you wearing, Lila? Are you like... Are you in your
Yeah,
fight
if you
suit?
want to reference. No. Ever since those days are
Yeah.
past, it's in the character sheet. It's that sort of green jacket, like a.
Okay,
black,
you're more
uh,
casual, so you're.
Yeah. Exactly.
Green jacket. Let me see. I have no idea what you're talking about. I want to see this now. Cyber sheets.
Yeah, go look at her sheet. You'll see it. I put a written description there with a reference.
Oh, the okay, like the green jacket, the skinny jeans and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so she looks pretty casual. You see like a greenish jacket, but she has a rifle on and stuff.
So what were you just like lowering your gun, or were you giving me an order?
So imagine like the barrel's pointed at you, and then it kind of just like shifts up, like step back, but then it lowers to show that's not threatening. Does that make sense?
She's pointing at the ground now.
Yeah, exactly. Like 45 degrees down.
So what do
Looking
you want
low,
to do,
ready.
Declan?
I'm gonna just keep my. I'm gonna lower my hands a bit, keep them still raised. I'm just gonna shake my head and putting my hand into a fist with the thumb extended. I'm gonna point into the garage, or rather, I'm gonna like push the thumb against my chest, and then I'm gonna point to the garage as an indicator. That's where I'm going.
I'll keep the rifle lowered at a 45, and I'll take my hand off of the trigger hand off, and I'll raise it kind of in a curt wave to acknowledge.
right. Eli, are you saying anything, or are you keeping? You're
Sorry.
still. Are you following this
Sorry.
guy up here?
Yeah, I'm following that guy.
NP, what are you doing?
I'm continuing to watch from my
Alright,
nice little high
that's
spot, and I'm
right.
stealthing, and I'm looking out for that freaking cop. Bane of my
Um,
existence.
Lila, are you maintaining your position over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my position. I'll stay over the net as well.
Heads up. Encountered our friend here. Seems friendly. He's coming back your way, Eli. NP, you see this guy as well?
Yep, I can see him.
Okay.
He doesn't look rapey at all. I want you to know that.
That's appreciated.
I'm always trying to help out.
Eli. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Declan, are you going inside?
It's closed. Can I put my ear up and see if I can hear any movement through the door, or is it too thick?
It's too thick. You can tell the car is off though.
I'm gonna raise my right hand. I'm gonna slam it against the garage door, like I'm banging on it, but I want to do it in a way that's like not, like there's no kind of rhythm to it. It's kind of a sloppy sound, if that makes sense.
Like you're knocking on the door?
Yeah, like I'm pounding on it like a drunkard would.
Oh, okay. Cool. Eli, as you're going to you're pursuing this guy, right? Up the stairs.
Yep.
You hear that banging on the door. Do you want to keep going, or what do you want to do?
Is it locked? Can I see if it's locked from the side? Like it's locked, yeah.
The door he went through?
This door.
This door? It's not locked, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Just closed.
Then I am just going to keep going then.
Alright. You head up. This guy heads on over. Declan, this guy opens the door with his rifle in hand, kind of pointed up at you. It's gonna be similar to you, Miller. So if you do something that's like, remember how you described to me like in your game?
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to double check before I.
Yeah, like if you get
Do
some
some
behind
shenanigans.
somebody and slit their throat, I'm not gonna like be like roll damage on the throat, you know, like.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So he opened the garage.
Yeah,
You said-
he opened the small door. He's looking at you.
This is where the party is, right?
He looks you up and down.
Fucking. No. There's no party. The fuck do you want?
Oh, I just heard there was a party and you know, lots of girls and I saw some guy dragging some girl away. Went off. I'll kind of point. I'm gonna put my right hand on the guy's shoulder if he lets me, and I'm gonna point down to the left. He seemed in kind of a hurry.
Really? Dragging a girl away, you say?
Yeah, you want me to show you the alley he went down?
Yeah. Show me.
I'm gonna step back a bit, and once he's like out of the door with my hand on his shoulder, can I extend the blade on my arm and basically just slash his throat?
Once he's out the door and it's closed.
Yeah, like once he's out of the way.
Yep. All right. I'll just have you roll to hit with advantage.
Yep. Dirty 20.
All right, that hits. Lila
Not
and
quite
MP,
slashing, but like going right through the side of the neck.
you see as he does that, you see this guy steps out and then a blade pops out of his wrist and he stabs him right through the neck and puts him on the ground. This guy is not completely dead. He's like gurgling. He drops his rifle and he's like trying to crawl away, but he dies in the alley pretty quickly. What do you want to do, Declan?
I guess first things first, while it's still closed, I'm just gonna give like a 2-finger wave to Lilo. I imagine saw that, and I'm gonna go search the guy I just stabbed.
All right. As you search him, you find a pair of car keys. You find like 50 credits, and then his rifle and ammo, obviously.
Yeah, I'll grab the rifle. I'll grab everything.
Okay. So you grab a assault rifle and 2 magazines of ammo, car keys, and 50 credits.
All right. Oh shh. Did the door lock behind him when he left?
No.
Okay, I'll just kind of hold by. I'm gonna grab his body. I'm gonna drag it like around the corner right here, just out of sight.
Okay. Cool. Eli, there.
No.
You follow this guy up to the 2nd story, where he is looking around the bedrooms. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna wait for him to check bathrooms, and then I'll strike.
All right. What's your stealth roll?
Prepare my fucking shit. I fucking got no idea. I can't remember. It was
Roll it
like
again then.
Fucking like a 19. I can't fucking remember.
19?
Hang on. Well, do I have advantage on this? I guess
Yes.
so. Okay. That is a fucking 22, and that is a 23.
Okay. As he goes up the stairs, checks the bedrooms, you're waiting for him to check the bathroom. You know, the old bathroom special like he gave the other 2 guys earlier.
Yeah.
He's walking back towards the bathroom. You notice he has a cybernetic over his left eye. As you're sitting there in the stairwell waiting, he suddenly looks sharply towards you as the glowing red cybernetic
Whack.
clearly
Whack. Whack.
roll initiative.
Whack. Whack.
Can I see him through the window for the bathroom? Where in
No,
the corner of
there's
the house he is?
There's no bathroom window, unfortunately.
16.
That's illegal. You have to have a bathroom window.
16?
Yep.
Alright, you go first.
Okay, whack. Shit. What the fuck do I? Oh, okay, I used that. He's gonna get stunned. Gets electrocuted.
Stun baton?
Yep, stun. Old stun, but that.
Roll to hit.
Nat 20, baby.
Alright, you hit.
Fuck this asshole. Ooh, and that's a pretty good fucking damage too. All right, we'll take that. One second. $16 damage.
16?
Yup.
Alright. 16 damage. What's your AC?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You hit him. So, he stands up and he clearly notices you, reaches for his pistol. As his hand grabs the pistol, your stun baton comes out, cloak drops, and how do you whack him?
I'm fucking like right across the face. Like, hell, if I can impact his fucking like his implant, I'll do that.
Alright. You fucking go and you, with a calculated swing, fucking destroy his face as you crack across it, and you watch as blood splatters across the wall, and his neck flies to the left, or his right, your left, and his whole body flips around, and he like lands on the floor. As he does, though, he scoots back on the floor, rolls over his back, stands up, pulls the pistol, and fires off 3 shots at you. 2 of them hit for a total of. Let's see real quick. Total of 14 damage. Got it?
Yeah.
Alright. So he rolls off the floor, fires 2 shots. 2 of them land in you. The third one goes past you and hits the door. Declan, you hear those shots from outside in the alleyway. Lila, you just barely hear them as well as they echo out, and MP. Although they're much more muffled from your distance. You guys want to do anything? All 3 of you?
Yeah, I safe to assume this assault rifle I grabbed was also biocoded.
Yeah.
Criminal.
I'm gonna maintain position, and I'm gonna keep my eyes on the windows inside the building.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll hold the alleyway.
Alright. They're resolute. Eli, you're on
Wait
your
for
own.
Eli to call for help.
Declan, anything you want to do?
I'm gonna push the door open a bit. I'm gonna peek inside.
You see this guy is wiping himself off. He just climbed out of the pit. This guy's talking to this goon back here.
I'm gonna call out to him. Hey, you two! Your guy just got jumped out here.
They turn over to you. Their guns in their hands. Eli? Oh, keep going, Miller.
And with that, I'm gonna, where I drag the body, I'm gonna, if they're like, they grab their guns, they kind of start looking like they're gonna head this way, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back here, I'm gonna slink way into the corner, I'm gonna hunker down, I'm ready to, I wanna roll stealth if I can.
Alright, roll it. Eli, with his bonus action, he looks around, he sees an end table, he grabs a lamp and
19.
throws it at you.
What the fuck? There's an end table? Wait, there's a what? In the bathroom? Man, fuck this guy. Fuck
He's not
this
in the bathroom, you're sort of like by the bathroom. What was the roll, Miller?
19.
Alright. Yeah, he throws the lamp at you, Eli. That's a nat
Can I
20.
bonus action this too? What the fuck? What the
Alright,
fuck? I
nat 20 on the
lamp.
lamp. You take you take 8 damage from the fucking lamp.
What?
As he I'm sorry, 6 damage. You're up, Eli.
Fucking whack him again, I guess. No. Fucking right. Ooh. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Okay. Ooh. Uh, 9 damage. God damn.
Alright, Eli. After he throws a lamp, he goes to raise his pistol at you again, and you rush him. You force the slide back, you press the correct button, and you take the entire slide off the top of the pistol. And then knock it out of his hand. He goes to hit you with his other hand. You grab it, twist his arm back. You have his arm so that it is in a good hold, and you have his back. You take your baton and you smack him over the back of the head twice. Poof, poof, and knock him out on the ground.
Okay. Let's meet this fucker. Fuck this guy.
Alright. You find 2 pistol mags. Or 2 for ammo, 2 pistol mags, and then you find 300 credits, as well as a knife.
Okay. No keys, huh?
No.
Any auto injectors?
No.
This guy's a bum. Fucking.
You do find a key card actually, as well.
Okay. Hey. Sure, I'll pocket the key card.
Cool. Miller, Declan, you hear as they kick the door open. They're obviously suspicious of you as well. What was your roll? You said 19?
19.
Alright. This guy sweeps around properly and he sees you immediately hiding. He sees the guys knocked out. This guy does not see anything yet. This guy got a nat 20. He also sees you. Roll initiative.
Jeez.
They got a 2. I'm assuming
Am I
you're going
able
first.
to get in on this as well?
Yep, you and MP can also roll initiative.
Fucking better.
No, he's got it.
Actually,
well,
I
Guys,
believe in
you
him.
Guys.
you two have surprise. Actually, they don't know you're here, so you guys can go first.
I was about to say, we could possibly get a little.
Oh
peek
wait,
in,
no,
you
not
know?
11.
Come on,
13.
come on, MP, one shot.
27.
MP will be first.
Oh, we're doing
Come on,
initiative. Let me
MP.
get that roll going.
One shot, MP, right here.
Another
First these
2.
guys
Okay,
go,
with
please.
I am going to shift slightly over to this side, so I can get an angle on both those guys. I'm their radio
10.
over.
That is not the proper angle. You'd have to be over fucking here, but yeah.
I can cover the bullet. Here, let me
NP's in the matrix
You're just
over
gonna
here.
move him. Thanks. No, thanks.
He stumbles a little bit. He stumbles.
All right.
Fine. Which one has the biggest gun?
This guy's looking at Declan. He is like gun raised, about to pull the trigger.
Do I even know Declan or like him?
No, you just he's not rapey. That's all you know.
Imagine you saw me kill the guy.
That's true. Okay. Well, Eli,
Yeah, huh?
we go non-lethal.
I mean, look, buddy, shit's kind of tits up right now. You do you.
Okay, I'll run a regular round. I shoot him in the head.
This guy,
I have to barely stop myself from
Roll to hit.
blowing this man's brains out across
Lila,
the
you can
back.
also roll to hit if you're shooting.
Aye, sir. These two both have assault rifles, or one of them has an
Yeah,
assault
they
rifle?
both have assault rifles. Hold
The
on.
one is aiming right at our mysterious.
This guy doesn't
new
see
friend
Declan
here.
yet. Yeah.
Okay, then I will also shoot at the first man that's looking at Declan.
Does an
Alright.
18 hit?
Yes.
Okie doke.
You guys have advantage on the attack roll, by the way.
I did. I know.
Oh, let me do that.
2d10 and 2d6.
Wow, I get shit rolls tonight. Lilo's got the bad rolls. 15 to hit.
It does
Oh my
not.
god, I got 2 ones in that. Wait, what was the number? 14 plus. Wait, what the fuck's the plus? Plus.
Is it?
Is the
Two
plus
D6.
your it's your dex plus your proficiency, right?
To hit?
On yeah.
damage?
No, for damage.
I think we fixed this last time, but yeah, it should be Dex plus proficiency.
Okay, 14 plus 6. 20.
Yeah.
Damage?
Yeah.
Alright. Declan, you watch as
And I'm aiming for his kneecap, actually.
before anything, this guy, as soon as he rounds his corner with this rifle pulled on you, you hear this pow, crack through the air, and you watch as his knee explodes and his entire lower leg comes off.
Well, you wouldn't hear a crack, it's silenced.
You hear nothing.
I hear the
but you
crack of
watch
a
as-
round flying by.
Yeah, you do. You that. I just spit in my son's face. You hear
He likes it.
as
Does
the,
it again.
This time I looked away. That right through. Knee explodes, leg comes off as he falls to one knee. Lila, another shot goes past him. It does not hit. What was your initiative, Lila? MP, you can shoot again, by the way. We're at the top of the round now.
Oh my
Fucking-
lordy lord.
Oh.
For the top of the round, so with silenced weapons, is this like the Star Wars one where I stay stealthed unless they detect me?
Um,
I'll
Yeah.
roll stealth again.
It was 10
Okay.
for my initiative.
So do we do a contested stealth roll? Is that what happens? See if I'm stealth?
yeah, roll stealth again.
I'm guessing I'm not stealth because I'm not even suppressed.
21.
Okay. You were not, but yeah, you're right. Trauma, you're not suppressed, so you're not staying stealth.
My
Okay.
stealth?
Yes, you're stealth.
Again?
I'll stay in my
is
cover,
this
though.
guy dead? Like the first guy?
No, he's just a little missing a leg now, and he's falling to the ground.
I shoot him in the head.
All right, roll to hit.
With advantage?
Yeah,
We're doing centimeters
Same
on
thing. Does an
that?
18 hit?
it does.
Okay, and then 2d10 and 2d6 plus 6. Oh my god, these rolls are terrible. 16, that one.
16.
Yeah.
All right. Damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just before he even hits the ground, Declan, you watch as his head then explodes for another round. As it cracks past. This guy's dead.
And then contested roll again for stealth.
Yep.
19.
Lila, shoot again, and then Declan go as well.
Am I
So
still
you're
stealth?
stealth.
Yes.
This time, no advantage for me.
No advantage for you this time.
Well, then I use my
Okay, roll
bonus
that.
action to smoke another cigarette.
Okay.
So
I
that-
rolled.
Actually, I light a pipe. I'm smoking a pipe. We're gonna go with that.
I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. You go to shoot and your gun jams.
What does that mean?
You know, you pull
Bonus
the
action
trigger.
to
and you
fix it, or?
just- yeah, use bonus action.
Well, I know what it. Okay. Then I'll use that bonus action to fix the jam.
All right, you go to look in the chamber and you turn the gun to the side and look, and you have a double feed. You go to finger fucking fix it and pull the extra round out and get it sorted. You're up, Declan.
What a marine! You go to finger fuck the round.
So, does this guy know where I am yet?
No, he doesn't, but this guy does.
So, if hypothetically, would I get like advantage if I popped around and shot him real quick?
Yeah,
What is this guy armed with? Anything?
pistol.
Oh fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna pop around and I'm gonna put shots at the guy with the assault rifle.
All right, roll to hit.
So
Advantage.
for damage, we are doing the like modifier plus proficiency, you said as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're proficient with the weapon, which you should be.
Yeah, proficient in all of it. There. Rolling to hit. I get advantage, right? Is stealth attack, or what is it for stealth attack?
Yeah, just advantage.
Okay.
Eli, in the meantime, what are you doing?
Gonna go back downstairs. Do I hear
Dirty
gunshots outside?
20.
Yeah, you hear gunfire.
Okay.
But you hit.
Yes. Damage.
I want to somehow, I'm like, my first thought is like sneak up to a front window and leap
12
attack.
damage.
How much? 12.
Yeah.
All right, you dolphin dive this way onto the ground and land and fucking let loose your revolver as you hit this guy in the upper chest as he's startled for a second as blood splurts out. Eli, you're heading downstairs
Yeah.
quickly.
I don't know,
I
I'm
guess?
gonna tuck myself back into cover too.
Well, yeah.
All right. Eli begins to sprint down. Eli, you see the door open. You see this guy standing in the doorway, and you see this guy as well. You're up, Eli.
Can I fucking tackle or push this guy into him?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Eli rolled athletics.
Is that even? Oh, it is. uh, 15.
All right. Let's see. This guy's gonna get disadvantaged, so he just got capped in the chest. Yep. All right. Eli, you tackle. Just after your shots ring out, Declan, everybody sees as Eli suddenly bursts through the open doorway and spears this guy into this one. He tackles both of them into this wall over here. As this guy is going to shoot at you, Declan, the way Eli pins them, he's unable to, and he lets off a loose shot into the air. Pinned against the wall, unable to do anything else, he's going to take a shot at Lila with disadvantage. Lila, what's your AC? Doesn't matter.
How dare he?
Lila, he takes a few shots at you. They hit the wall around you. Not very close. This guy is going to hit for Eli. That's a nat 20. That's so unfortunate.
Can you re-roll that? That'd be really awesome.
Can you please? I don't
That'd
want
be like super awesome, you know?
He goes to smack the butt of the gun at you. So you take 2 damage. As he clocks you in the jaw with the butt of the gun and knocks you this way. He then, let's see, looks up towards you, Declan, and he's going to shoot with a nat 1. And he raises his gun, he goes to shoot and pulls the trigger, and nothing happens. It jams once more. You're up, NP.
Okie dokie. I shoot this guy.
All right. Roll to hit with advantage.
Yeah, 19 plus whatever hits. I assume it's like plus like 8 or
hits.
something. 2d10 and 2d6. 19 plus 6, 25.
That hits. That's damage, right?
Yeah, 25 damage.
But yeah, Eli, this guy's chest explodes into a large cavity as you hear that same suppressed shot. As his blood splatters all over you.
And then stealthy. Oh, that was kind of low. I'm kind of low. 17.
You're up, Lila.
Do they see me?
I don't think it's gonna matter.
I
Let's see.
No.
He does not see you.
Okay, then I use my bonus action again to pack my pipe and smoke it.
All right.
Oh,
All he's gonna
This
see is a
man
fucking glint.
is speed running on as much nicotine as he possibly can. Well, at this point, we just have thug number 3 that's up, and that's it from
Yep.
what I'm seeing, yeah. I will fire away after a real quick verifying that I'm in range. I am in range. I'm firing away.
Get fucked.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, fuck you, thug. 21.
That hits.
Wow.
Finally,
Let's fucking go.
Lila's revenge.
Fuck you, random man. 2 damage. No,
Alright.
Is it actually 2? It is actually 2 damage, yeah. Fuck, yeah.
All right, Lila lets off a shot and
fucked,
hits
thug.
him in his foot. You're up,
2d8, and I managed to roll 2 1s.
Declan.
Yep.
Declan, how do you want to finish this guy off? He doesn't really stand a chance.
Is he being tackled or is he just on the ground? Like
He-
pinned or is he just on the ground?
Eli, he just got Eli speared this guy into him.
Okay, and just
He's
knock the other guy over.
into the wall. Yeah, so he's just like recovering off the wall. How do you want to do it? You don't even have to roll the hit. What do you want to do?
Basically, just walk up and barrel stuff him and just shoot him in the face.
All right. Before he has time to react,
Son.
Declan rushes up, shoves the revolver into his mouth, and sends him to heaven. This guy's dead.
That's where he's going?
I will send you to Jesus.
He asked for forgiveness. What do you expect? What?
Yeah, he reflected on his life at the end.
Right there with the gun in his face, like, oh shit, I better make peace with God.
They say that's what happens all the time, man.
Fair enough. Gotta
Alright,
do what you gotta do.
what you guys want to do?
Quickly, I'm gonna search the body right under me.
You don't find anything of note on these two.
Fucking, where's the key? This fucking guy got a key in his fucking brain? I gotta start fucking be a brain surgeon? I literally look up like fucking hands in the air. Where's the key? Fuck, I kicked the body? Like, where is it?
You say that out loud?
Yeah! I'm pissed! I got
I'll-
fucking brain matter basically on my chest and all over my face. Fuck this.
I'll pull the key out of my pocket and kind of jingle them.
Fucking like snatch it. Fucking. Thanks. And then I fucking go and walk inside, just nonchalantly leave him to his business. Fuck.
All right, what you guys all want to do?
Fucking get in the car. Open up the garage. Pull out.
What's everybody else want to do?
Move to rejoin the two by the garage, and I'll use.
I
I'm
honk
gonna-
the horn.
I'm gonna pick up my empty casings.
Everybody get.
I'm just gonna make a round to grab what I can off the people that got gadded, see if they have anything worth noting.
I'll give the new guy a quick scan and see how he's doing, how his vitals are looking. As in, what's your HP, Miller? Decline.
On a scale of
No, he can tell.
25 to 30.
He can tell exactly what it is. That's one of his abilities.
Yeah, this time you don't actually have to worry about the funny
Oh,
scale.
no,
You
I
can just
barely
you can just
hurt.
print
I took 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. And I'll give him more of a passing glance to Eli as he steps inside. Does he also seem okay? This time not very thorough.
No, I look hurt.
Okay. I'll nod to new guy and just say, hi. And I'll move past him into the garage. Very hurt, you said, Eli, or just hurt?
I'm looking. I'm looking like a 6-pack. Oof. Bad hurt. Bad.
Yes. Okay. I'll use basic heal on him. Let's see. My friend, you shall receive. Where is tech?
All right, Kiki's dead. So
10 health.
I'm gonna stream the music.
I 10 health for you, Eli. You feeling a bit better? You looking a little bit better? We still leaking fluids.
Yeah, no, man, I feel so much better. Best girl. Fucking.
Yeah, I heard.
God.
All right, I'll
Yeah,
leave it at
okay.
that.
We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Oh,
Declan, as this all wraps up, you realize that these two were the ones you saw running out of the building earlier. The ones that jumped out of the window. Just before you discovered the body in the closet and all the carnage inside.
Before I do, did I find anything on the bodies noting that what the fuck happened? What's
No,
going on here?
nothing about it. You find some drugs on this guy, this thug, and you find nothing of note on the other guy.
I'll just grab the mags off the
Okay.
dudes. Yeah, dude.
2 assault rifle mags, 1 pistol mag. Is that it for what you want to do?
Yeah, I'll wait for the others to come over.
All right. NP Lila. Lila already approached, right?
Yeah, I stepped up to him, said hi, walked past him, and treated Eli real quick.
All right, MP.
Are we getting to the car?
Oh, you guys tell me.
I'm just gonna wait
yeah.
on the roof until they tell me that we're getting the car.
It's gonna be real, man. I wanted your ass to walk.
You want him
Get
half to
outta
what?
here. Get out of here. I said I wanted your ass to walk.
Ah, you son of a bitch!
So when how did you just like scan my vitals basically, right?
Yeah.
Did you make any note of like what you were doing, or you kind
Oh,
of did it?
okay.
Essentially just scanned your vitals to see if you were stable or not, and then if you weren't stable, it was gonna treat you. Roach, I'm not sure how in depth this scan goes, but I mean I can check someone's vitals and get pretty, I guess, somewhat accurate information.
Yeah.
I'll follow them into the room. Is Trauma getting excited there?
Yeah.
I don't suppose any of you know a good doctor around these parts.
Do we?
A doctor, you said. What is it that you need help with?
Wish I knew proper, but I got a friend, you know, the one you saw me carrying. She's in a bad way.
Ah, her, yes. Please, take me to her. I'll take a look.
You know, I'll go around the corner to where she was basically stashed and pull her out to show her proper.
I'll sling the rifle and stow it away and follow him.
Alright, you follow him outside. The light drizzle is happening. You see that the girl is naked and wrapped in a blanket. Lila, as you get down and look at her, she looks physically healthy, but you see that she is, her whole body is soaked. It's not raining hard enough for her to be, like, drenched. It looks like she got out of a pool, almost, just now. Like, her hair is completely wet. She is soaking wet. But she's covered in this blanket. Her eyes are open. She's breathing fine. She's, like, just staring forward, kind of, like, blankly. Her mouth is, like, open.
Okay. If it's fair to say it's been long enough, I'll do another scan of vitals on her.
Okay. Yeah, her vitals are good. She's healthy.
Okay. Seeing the 1,000-yard stare, I'll hold up a finger, in front of her and slowly move it left to right to see if she'll track it.
She does not.
Okay. I'll kind of examine, look for any superficial injuries around the head, any head trauma.
Nope.
Okay.
Roll investigation.
Okay.
Or let's see. Roll medicine. Is that a thing? Hold on.
Could we make an argument
Yeah,
for
roll
medicine?
medicine.
Oh, let's go. Plus 23.
All right. As you're looking over her, you do the finger thing in front of her eyes. You take a light and you look into her pupils, which are kind of glazed over, not responsive to your light. And as you're checking, you peel down her eyelid as you're kind of looking into her eyes and whatnot, and you notice a barcode inside of her eyelid.
I'll kind of pause and take note of it and glance to my friend beside me to kind of put emphasis on the barcode before letting her eyelid be.
You also would know this is indicative of a synth.
This complicates things just a little bit. Bit more better with organics than synths, but she appears healthy, as best as I can tell. She does seem to have some sort of head trauma or something of the sort. Healthy but not responsive.
Hold on. You say a synth?
As I can tell, yes. Without cutting her open or anything like that, that barcode would be a pretty big indicator.
I'll crouch down so I get a look for myself, and I'll peel back the eyelid.
Yep, you see that barcode there.
Fuck. Do you know anyone who deals with synths? Because, listen, I've known her for a good part of better part of the last 6 years. She wasn't no synth.
I believe you. At least I would not say that you're lying. Perhaps a clone or something else, but that's what it appears to be from what we're seeing here. She's not hurt. But from my time in the corpo world, would I have gained any experience in working with synths, or have at least built up contacts that might be more proficient in treating synths?
When you were working with Anatov Iwagawa, when the girls came in that you had to deal with, their bodies, often what would happen is that Anatov would send that info to a company. The company would have a synth made, and to serve as an alibi in a way. That those bodies would sometimes turn up elsewhere so that way the girl wasn't murdered, she OD'd, or she fell off a bridge or something.
And then she just showed up again, but it was actually the synth? Or...
Yeah, so that's like, well, the police would find the synth body and be like, oh, we found the missing girl, she jumped off a bridge. We found the missing girl, she OD'd.
Look, I'm going to level with you here. I know I just met you and you've known her for a long time. Take this with a grain of salt, because it might not be the case. However, it's very probable that you did know your friend and she was not a synth. Typically, when you find a synth version of your friend, it means that they're no longer with us, or something of that sort. You catch what I mean? This copy is probably made to cover up what actually happened.
Now here's the question though, why would these lowlifes have something a bit like this? Unless they were possibly contracted out by one of the corpos to do their dirty work, so there's no connection. Not like much magic in place.
To me, that's exactly what it would look like here. I've only seen this type of thing in the more of a corpo environment. I don't suppose it to be past them, but this seems much too advanced for their liking. Listen, I don't mean to rush you, but I don't think this is the best time. We probably need to get a move on. But if you want to come with us, we can bring her and maybe at least see about doing something for the synth version here.
That'd be agreeable. Get at it. I don't know if it's of any value to you or any friends, but there is a lab down there. They had a few more gals down there.
Okay. And I'll hop on the comm and say, Eli, if you were looking for anybody here, apparently there's a lab beneath the floor. But we do need to go soon, okay?
NP, are you approaching, by the way? Or are you still on the rooftop?
Still on the rooftop.
Okay, I thought you were coming to get in the car.
No, wait, no. Yeah, he wants me to walk. Yeah, I'll come down to go to the car.
All right, as you're approaching, you do hear them talking about synths over here as you approach. Eli, do you respond to them?
Pardon?
Eli, no.
What was that? With anything? Or am I just hearing?
Oh, she said, Eli, there's a lab underneath if you're looking for somebody. Apparently there's more girls down there underneath the floor.
Okay. I guess just as I'm about to get into the car and handle, I look down at look down at where the one guy was kind of crouching beforehand, and I'll guess go look at it.
All right.
We'll go exploring. Let's go.
We'll call it here. I know Zeno has to go to bed. So we will maybe pick it up on Sunday. But yeah, so cool.